Are we live? We are so live. Hey!
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 That was a little quick.
Sorry.
Kind of like my last boyfriend.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh my! See, we're starting with a comedy act already, eh?
Yeah, sexual innuendos right out of the gate.
Right? I know there's a reason for a comedy act today, though. You know, because there's like really super fantastic person coming on today. Not
Hercules! Yet. Hercules! And we have a bass player who's
extraordinaire.
He is so good. Great bass player, John Sinclair. I remember when he used to do his jams at the Blind Beggar before it moved over to it was the old location.
Oh yeah. I hosted a jam in there for a while too with a band called Hug Monkey.
Hug Monkey.
Yeah, we were called Hug Monkey.
The one thing I liked is he always let me play his bass. I never had to drag a guitar in there. So
nice.
And then, of course, I drank before I went up. So I go, can you tune it for me? I'm a helpless woman, and I can't.
Are you that girl?
Just when I had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
But I don't drink anymore. All I drink is Wonder Woman juice.
Wonder Woman juice. What is Wonder Woman juice made of?
Whatever's in the cup, I guess.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So it's always magical.
Right now I'm drinking out of a C cup. No, just kidding. I know, I'm a dork. Okay, only 19 days until spring. I did my outdoor boot camp again today, and it went really well. It was so nice. It was so nice.
Get out of there.
Get out of there.
My
boyfriend. He's just kidding.
My cat's knocking over my Buddhas.
Oh, I think you're going to say your boobas.
My pussy's knocking my Buddhas.
That's what happens when I do jumping jacks. You know how it is.
Like this, I gotta see.
Yeah. Well, if you wear a sports bra, it's not as bad. You get the odd black eye, but
so it hits your tatas, you mean?
Yeah. Honk. Yeah, you got it. Oh. No. I have a question. I've talked to a few people. And
hi, Wendell. Sorry.
What? Ringo? Is Ringo Starr here?
No, I'm saying hi to Wendell.
Oh, hey, Wendell. Wendell Norval.
Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Bacon. No.
Bacon?
I forgot. No, I didn't forget. A lot of people, including myself, has been having like almost like a dropout of internet service. Like, so we're just
right.
So I'm just wondering, are other people suffering from this? Is it because we're all like online now? And
probably because everybody's home and it's like it's overstimulated. I know here at my house, if I'm in the living room, I can watch YouTube. If I go into my bedroom and put it on, my TV blacks out and I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's because the cameras are turning on because of what you're doing in there.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, they want film footage and they're not getting it. Because I just turned the TV off.
It's like, yeah.
Can they film you if the TV's off?
Oh, what? Maybe.
Can they film you if the TV's off?
They won't film you, but they can watch you.
When the TV's off?
Yeah, because there's still a box there.
I'm gonna put a blanket over it now, okay? Because I'm like, oh my god, look at this cat. My pussy is crazy today.
Damn it!
I know. She was just like bugging Gruella over here.
Yeah, mine's dead. No,
your pussy's dead.
Got a cougar. Got it.
A cougar.
It's actually true, but
that's some interesting.
I was talking about my uterus, but that's all right.
The cougar got your pussy.
We are looking for the odd guest host. If you want to be a guest host on the show, just send us a message, or I don't know, put out a light signal into the sky.
Yes.
We'll know.
Like Batman does with the big thing, the light in the sky.
But it's a KW, Kelly and Wanda.
That's right. Hey, kitten, stop it.
Stop it, you little bitch. No.
It's crazy tonight.
Oh, I'm just so excited about spring. I can't wait.
I know. No more snow. Oh my God, Ontario's getting hit so bad. Insane.
No, just kidding. What a bitch. Yeah, we'll get hit next just because I did that.
Yeah, Kelly, stop it. Oh, I'm safe. I'm in Turner Valley. You're in Calgary, so you'll get hit. I'm not going to get hit.
I'm going to have some more juice just because you said that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have some water.
Internet always dropping out. That's what Glenn said.
Boink. Oh, yeah?
Wendell offered to help.
Oh, Wendell says, hi, Wanda, and your sweet friend.
I am sweet.
Give him a wink, Kelly. Give him a wink and a kiss.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't kiss on the first internet stream. Oh, hey, May. Nice to see you. Juice equals wine. What? Oh, I got on her.
Hi, May. Oh, Dan Wolf. We got lots of people watching right now.
Okay, so we have I know. We have a comedian coming on. And
yes.
I'm just going to say, I just want to tell my quick comedian story. And he actually brought this up, that he goes there and performs there as well. And it's on Monday nights. I wasn't sure if they were still doing it, but it's like a jam for musicians, but it's like for comedians. So if you want to like take a shot at being a comedian, I think you get like a 3 to 5 minute set. I'm not sure. Actually, I think that Dan will clear that up. But there's this friend of mine, Pete Fisher. He's a saxophone player. Some of you might know him here in the city. And he was telling me how he was going down to Broken City and going to this comedian jam thing because he's always has this secret desire to be a comedian. And I go, okay, sure, whatever. And I said, well, I'm going to come down and watch you, right? I'll support you. I said, I'm just going to laugh at anything you say because I'm supportive for you. So he goes, what? So I went down there and he goes, okay, to be honest, Kelly, he goes, I was just telling you about it, but I never had the nerve to go up. But now that you're here, I went, shit, now I actually got to go up. I brought a table and I did. It was funny though. He was telling stories and stuff. And you know what? He had a lot of potential and he is a funny man. He's a great guy. But I think that just being like, because the opener, it's kind of hard because the opener is an actual comedian and then leads up to other people coming on. So I think that was to come up. He was first up after the actual comedian. It was like, oh. So where here I am. He's telling a story and all of a sudden you hear me go, ha ha, which sounded totally horrible because he wasn't even at the end of his story. I fuck on it bad. So I've always thought that I'd like to try that, but I'm too chicken. I don't know. We should get Stan on here. He can tell us more about it. What do you think?
Yeah, get Stan. Let's get Bob on here. Hi, Stan.
Hey, how you doing?
Really good.
And first of all, I just want to say at my age and as a male, if you think you get black eyes from jumping jacks, I have to wear my tightest jeans.
You would think more you would get like an Achilles injury.
Yeah, that's possible. Or a slipper trip.
Hey, where's that Bob guy, Kelly?
I don't know, Wanda.
So, Kelly, you should try comedy. You don't want to be an old woman going, damn it, I should have tried that.
My mom tried it, but she tried it at her church. So she went and got a hold of a Hutterite costume and went up in her church because she said it was the hardest comedy skit she's ever done because she had to be clean because it was in church.
See, now she could be canceled now for racist material.
Yeah,
it was a while back. Yeah.
So let's tell everybody who we're really talking to here. So everybody, this is Stan Thomson, and Stan has worked with a lot of amazing comedians out there. And
That
why
just
don't
means
you
they're
like
doing
give
it
everybody
wrong.
a bit of a list of who you've worked with or met or went to school with?
Oh man, who I've worked with, probably I've got quite a few, even on my passed away list. But Frank Gorshin, Sam Kinison, Norm Macdonald, Russell Peters, Gilbert Godfrey, David Brenner, Bobcat Goldthwait, Emo Phillips. High school, I went to the same high school as Martin Short, Eugene Levy, Teenage Head, Dave and Ian Thomas. Yeah, it's
Wow.
been weird. And then when I moved to Calgary and went to university, I took a course in improvisational theater and got to meet Bruce McCullough and Mark McKinney. Got to work with them briefly.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've been pretty fortunate that way.
I'm a huge fan of Martin Short. One of my favorite movies that he's in is Pure Luck. I think that his physical comedic nature is just wonderful. I love a physical comedy.
It's kind of ironic, though. He got his start. I remember this being back in Hamilton. He landed a role in Godspell, the musical. And that's what first got him into doing entertainment. Isn't that wild?
Have you ever seen the movie he's in with the dinosaur and he's a kid?
I haven't seen that one.
Okay, that's a weird watch. But
the one thing about gigging too is if you go on the road for periods of time, it's like you don't have a lot of time to watch TV or even other comedians. Like you can go 2 years without seeing a friend, right? Just because you're in different parts of the continent or whatever.
I was telling you before the show started about that documentary I saw. I can't believe how much desire it takes to be a comedian, because the road to it is really hard, like to not slip into a depression because you're so isolated, really.
You know what? If you look at every aspect of show business, maybe you don't feel it as much musically because you're not on stage alone. But if you look at it, it's a job where you can't fear rejection.
Right. Yeah.
Like it's like a perpetual audition. Every joke is like an audition.
Right.
You can have the crowd loving you in your back pocket, and 3 minutes later, misplace or put one word in the wrong place, and suddenly you're being hissed and booed and heckled. And it's the same with anything like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you almost rely on the kindness of others sometimes when you're kind of crashing. All you need is one kind word to kind of keep you going, right?
Well, the other thing is too, like if you do auditions over the years, I've done, I don't know how many auditions, but you have, I'll audition for 30 commercials and I might get 2. So that's 28 times people have rejected you.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit of being like an otter, just letting it roll off your back kind of thing. Don't let it bring you down.
Yeah. You just gotta, stick to your guns, I guess, and
hang in there, baby.
Yeah, and I don't know. I really enjoyed that documentary because when you think of being a comedian, you think you just go up and go act like a goofball and everything's rosy. But when no one's laughing, that's a hard thing to.
It can be very, very, very difficult. But you know what? I've been doing it so long. If I do have a show that's going a little bit sideways on me, if I'm supposed to do 45 minutes, I'll go an hour.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck you. If I'm not having a good time, neither are you.
Yeah.
Like deadly serious. It's like it gives me a place to rehearse.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah,
you gotta love those live rehearsals, eh?
Oh, sometimes though you end up talking to a pole or a back wall, right?
Right.
I did a gig one time in Port Alberni, British Columbia. It's on the island there. And it was on a day they call Welfare Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday of the month. And I get booked into this club to do this gig. And it is fucking packed. I mean, people paid like $7.50 cover charge. I get there, I'm a little bit psyched. I'm like, this is going to go well, right?
Right.
Not a chance. The only people out of like 250 people that listened were the 5 people at the very front. Everybody else paid the cover charge, and they're just screaming across the bar, "Hey, Bill, did you get lucky with that fat chick the other night?" And I'm just like, I cannot believe this.
I guess did you work that into your act? Like, did you just
I didn't want to put the effort in.
It's like, yeah, up yours.
Hey, for the money they were paying me, I could have talked to a bicycle spoke.
Hey, Bob, I lost it. I don't know.
I had another dropout, but anyway, keep going.
Yeah, sorry.
Road stories, I guess.
I love your fedora. I love your fedora, man.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is that technically still a fedora?
I guess so. Who cares?
I would like to label it correctly when complimenting.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter to me. It's just something that I have a bit of a collection, because every time I see something like that, I just buy it, like whatever it is, you know. Especially if the price is right, i.e., under $10.
Bought a lot of hats at Walmart, man.
Yeah, I can't wear hats, man. That's all I can do. I just start scratching and.
Yep.
You need balls on your head.
Different hats right now.
Balls. I need some balls.
You need balls on your head.
You need balls hanging over your ears. Yeah, that's it.
I need them hanging around my ankles so I can tear up those Achilles heel.
Slip and trip. Very dangerous.
It's like, what am I standing on? It's weird. I'm balancing on it. Oh, it's my nuts.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well,
no, don't be. That's funny.
Oh no. Oh well. Wait, do you want me to cue up this video that you gave us? That
is it the fingernail one?
It is.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's a good one.
Let me just get it ready.
I like the lady in the pink right up front. I couldn't get her to laugh for 10.
No,
I couldn't get her to laugh for 10 minutes, and she ended up almost peeing her pants.
Oh, I love laughing where I almost pee my pants because it's a thing.
That happens at
I know a trick.
That happens. That happens every time, every Friday, every time we do this.
No, my mom has a thing where if I make her laugh too hard, she's gonna pee her pants. And then she told me she sits on her heel so she doesn't pee herself. But one time we were at the drugstore, so I said, "Well, just stand there like a stork and hop around and hold your heel."
Yeah, and then they end up giving you meds for mental problems.
Now, I was raised by mental patients, so I'm used to it. I'm just hitting the necessary buttons here to
get
your video here.
So do you want to set it up? What is this about? Is this
actually the unbelievable part about this joke is I wrote it that morning.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to hit play.
It doesn't usually hit like that without doing it a few times, right?
Right.
The only thing that bugs me about this is the setup is a little long, but it was necessary.
Got it. Okay, let's watch. Bam. So if you go off,
I'll tell you how I wrote it when it's over.
Okay, you got it.
Fuck, that's funny to you, man. Born without fingernails, it's a fucking handicap, man. You don't know what it's like to go through life without fucking fingernails, asshole. Little kid learning to tie my shoe, I get a knot, I'd be fucked for the day. get an itch, I'd have to poke it. Kids at school would throw dimes at me just to watch me try to fucking pick them up. Still got a Pearl Jam CD I've never been able to open. Never tasted a pistachio. I don't know how far I can go with this fucking show.
Good crowd, hip crowd.
Awesome. That was awesome. Sorry.
Oh, thanks. Now, do you want to know how I wrote it? How that it
tell
came to be? Well,
Yes.
CFL football is on TSN, right? And they did these commercials for Play Safe for the Warhams kids. Each CFL team did a commercial. So I was sitting around and I imbibed in a few cigarettes, we'll say. And I started thinking, what could be the one handicap that could affect your life greatly that people might not even notice? And then I started thinking, fuck, man, if I didn't have fingernails, I couldn't do this, or this. And that was basically the impetus.
You know, funny thing about fingernails is one time in my life I got fake nails, and that held me back too. And there was some injuries.
I'm sure. I can't believe some of the fingernails you women put on.
Well, you can't even go to the bathroom if you're wearing jeans because you can't undo the zipper.
Absolutely. I never even thought of that.
Yes. I had to hit on a lesbian just so I could take a pee.
No. You know what, though? There was a time, I'm older than you guys, there was a time, I recall, in the late 70s when chicks used to buy these jeans with the zipper that went right around the crotch, the inside. Maybe
And
that was
up
the
the back,
motivation.
right?
Maybe that was the motivation for that, the fake fingernail thing. We should Google the history of that.
Fingernail history.
Yeah.
Walk in the wait, I have to look intelligent.
I've had to wear some because
Fingernails?
I've had to. Yeah, I've got a kit of fingernails. They're real cheap, whatever. The point is, if ever, yeah, it's the hand that picks the strings. Sometimes I sweat so much with the fingers that a nail will break off, and then it's like right down to the skin.
Yeah,
I've had to like bail out, go buy some, and then go to the next gig and glue them on, and they last kind of a set.
That's hilarious.
but you know, it's like kind of weird when you open up your gig bag and suddenly somebody's like, when you're finding odd things in your woman's purse, it's kind of the same. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with
what are you doing in your woman's purse?
long story?
So Stan, give us a little bit of history. Like, how many years have you been doing comedy?
I started doing improv around 1982, and then started doing stand-up around late 84. Yeah, I know. What you're thinking.
What pushed you into it? What pushed you into it? Like what?
Well, I was playing a pretty high level of football, and I was going to school at the same time. So I don't know if you guys have ever played any football, but the playbook is very thick. Like, I mean, it's a year's worth of subject that you have to learn before the year actually starts. So I was looking for a couple of easy subjects. I was an English major. One of them was improvisational theater.
No, okay.
So I signed up for that like fuck immediately. And I was lucky that the professor was Keith Johnstone, who invented theater sports, Loose Moose Theater, Whose Line Is It, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Bruce McCullough and Mark McKinney were in that class. And it just went from there.
You just
and comedy's a lot easier than working for a living, man.
yeah.
Is it though?
Oh yeah, when you're big. Well, you know what? Some runs you do, like the Maritimes, used to be 23 towns and 25 nights. So that one becomes like that movie, The Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, right? Every day's like freaking identical. Like I've even woken up in hotel rooms and not been sure what day it was, what city I was in. Then you open the drapes and you still don't know what fucking city you're in. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it becomes pretty repetitive after a while.
And then was there a hub that you had to like obviously you started up in Toronto, right?
No. I actually started here doing the improv, and there was no Yuck Yucks yet. And I knew that I had 15 solid minutes doing 2 minutes between each improv skit. So when Yuck Yucks opened, I went down to like their first amateur night. Mark Breslin was there, and I did like 8 to 10 minutes, and he signed me right there. So I had absolutely no amateur career. It was wonderful.
No.
Like lucky, right? Just timing was everything there, right?
And that was in what year?
That was 84.
And like I listened to a fair amount of comedians on podcasts, so they all talk about their beginnings, and that era of the 80s to the mid 90s was like the gold mine, according to all of them, where everybody could, like, stand-up comedians would be called in all over the place. He'd play restaurants, anything.
Dude, the money was freaking insane. It was crazy. You could, like, I had days, this is no bullshit, where I'd go to Sarnia, Ontario at noon and do Lambton College. Then I'd do a 3:30 show after school at Fanshawe College in London. And then I'd drive up the highway to Barrie for a 9 o'clock show at fucking, I think it's that's King's College. Anyway, whatever school's there. But you do that and you're popping, even back then, 350, 400 a show. That makes for a pretty good day, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. And compared to us musicians, no huge van that keeps breaking down, and no gear to set up, and we can't do afternoon shows for like an hour because it just takes that long to get our shit together. And we don't have to split it with anybody.
I had the privilege of touring one time a bunch of Canadian colleges with Kenny Shields and Streetheart. So I got to know these guys pretty good. And one day Kenny's like, "And you gonna help us tear down tonight?" And I'm like, "No, that's not what I do, man. Like, that's why I do comedy. I bring my Shure 58 in my little case. I try to have a clean windsock every night. And I just come and I go. That's the way I roll, man."
He was probably getting heat because he was a singer himself, not doing shit from all the other
crazy.
It was like, oh well, let's ask the comedian here. He might want to, maybe.
Yeah, he might want to contribute some physical labor. Yeah, no, that's why he picked comedy.
Yeah.
I also got a good chance to work with. Do you guys remember a band called Powder Blues Band?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I did a couple gigs with these dudes, right? They're like old hippies from BC. I could not believe, I have never seen anyone drink that much alcohol before showtime and go on stage and be as tight as they were on their albums.
Yeah. That's
like totally unbelievable. The first night I worked with them, they were like staggering by 6 p.m. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm glad I'm on first. This is going to turn into a shit show." And it was in some little logging town, right? And I was like,
I actually met one of the guys from the Powder Blues Band a year ago here in Calgary.
Well, great guys, don't get me wrong.
But he said he gave me one of the best compliments I've ever had as an entertainer. So nice guy.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
No, I like the guys. I was just totally stunned.
No, I get it. I get what happens. And you know what? It's because, like, even us playing together, guys, hey, if we have a few.
Yeah.
Sometimes a few too many.
Yeah. The rest of us, we all know your habits.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe how tight they were, though. That was the mind-blowing thing. It was like they can't see the microphone.
I know it.
But
Fuck,
they're
I just made
nailing
up my
the
own
song.
lyrics.
I've seen people throw up on the side of the stage and not lose a note. You know?
Ooh.
Wow.
That would be a daring comedy show. In Montreal, you'd end up on the Triple X stage in Montreal if you pulled that one off.
You know what I always wanted to do, because I always wanted to do weird things on stage. Like I thought it would be funny if I was like had a hibachi and I was cooking a steak while I was playing.
Actually, it would be even funnier if the singing didn't matter to you. It was the steak only. Your only focus.
Just a minute. Another lead break.
Actually, what you should do is have them get a little pallet and put wheels on it and wheel out in a shower booth and say, I'm sorry, that's the only place I can sound like I'm on feet.
Another one was I thought if I did Pilates.
There you go. Each stretch causes a higher note.
Do an exercise routine with a ball while I'm playing.
Hey, that's a real sport.
But the possibilities are endless. Of just do something really something you would not do, like shave.
You know what? I'd pay a cover charge to see that.
You know, I always said if I ever became famous, which I'm pretty sure is not going to happen. I've passed it, you know. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. If I ever became famous and had a big stage and stuff, I always wanted to have like a living room on my stage, and those were like giveaway tickets to someone. Elite people get to sit
My cat's talking my balls.
chairs on your stage.
Right.
Like instead of that stupid, what do they call that? The
balconies or the boxes?
No,
no, not
the loges.
Oh,
or whatever. The on stage, they got this little
the side stage. Yeah.
side stage, whatever. But mine would be like right on the stage, like we'd be playing all around you. I think that would be.
Well, you know what? Joe Rogan did that one time at Jack Singer Concert Hall.
Really?
They oversold the place, so he told them, "Well, just put chairs up for them right beside me on the stage."
Yeah, I know, eh?
Pretty wild. That's a risk.
I think it'd be funny though to have it'd be like a typical 1980s living room with the ugly couches and chairs and the coffee table.
Like the Jetsons. Like real cartoony, like the Jetsons.
The CD player, ultra modern.
You go on forever, you know, like the things that you can do on stage that no one would ever think to do, you know.
Well, during our very first broadcast, at one point you were like, "Oh, wait a minute, I gotta go check on my chicken."
Do you have chickens?
Stan, who was the battered seal pups?
That was an improv group that we put together at the Loose Moose Theater around 1982. It consisted of Bruce McCullough, Mark McKinney, myself, Andy Curtis from One Yellow Rabbit, and who was the other? Reed Sinclair, who was ended up being a big shot with the Calgary Stampede Grandstand show.
Oh, really?
So it was kind of ironic. All five of us ended up still making money off of doing nothing, really, right?
It was probably your funnest times, hey? Like looking back, like thinking of those times where things started. I always look back with a smile to those. You know?
Oh yeah, man! Like even the really hard lessons and the fun, like I say, you try to learn something. You try to learn something from everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like Frank Gorshin, he was the Riddler on Batman. I was very fortunate in that I got to work with him like just a few months into my career. And he pulled me aside one night. We had a double vodka, and he goes to me, "You see those people in there?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "They're spending their disposable income tonight. This is all the money they have to spend this month. They came out tonight to see me and you."
Right.
Goes,
exactly. Yeah.
3, or number 1, always dress appropriately. Number 2, never show up late. Number 3, never show up drunk.
Yeah.
Like right away. Like what a lesson, right? And this dude is wearing a fucking tuxedo at Yuck Yucks.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I don't know. I think you shouldn't be drunk before the first set, anyways.
No. Yeah. That's why they have a second show. Just so the wait staff doesn't have to hear this material expressed in the same way.
It was the same with in the music biz, like in the 60s with Chicago and the Chess records and all that. The crews that pumped out all those hits and everything else, all the musicians they were paid dirt cheap, but the promoter would dress them right, and they would parade them around in Cadillacs because you had to look like $1 million to be worth $1 million, right?
That's right. That's right.
The whole thing is like dress sharp and be presentable and everything else. And guys like Doug Stanhope and Ron White. Well, Ron, I'm not sure, but I know Doug Stanhope. He's like really sipping it. He's not plastered, right?
No, he's
sipping it. And he's not drunk before he starts. He just has a glass throughout, or he's drinking beer throughout. And Ron White's not going through a full bottle of Jack during his show.
Hell no. Yeah. And Tommy Chong's not going through an ounce of weed either, right?
Well, I don't know. I've known a lot of people that seem to operate really good no matter what. Like,
yeah. But I mean, he doesn't. Like, I've worked with him a few times. He'll blow a couple before the show, but he's not like all day, every day, nonstop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think some people, I don't know about him personally, but I've known some people that just wake and bake and they're at it all day long. They still kind of operate somehow. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the freaking choir.
I've had some people say that do that. A lot of them are musicians, and I think that it helps quiet your mind a bit so you can focus. But one guy says, "You wouldn't want to know me without it."
Yeah.
I went, "Oh."
No, for real. Like I've gotten to like people that get close, family wise or whatever, that are going to be in your circle. I start getting worried when they're like constantly on it, because I get an impression that they're really trying to put a lid on some demons, make sure nobody sees them, right? By doing that.
Yeah.
But Kelly, like I remember seeing you before I was working with you, and from all the stories you've told me, like you were pretty drunk at some of the shows, and I would have never guessed.
Me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Well,
you know what I find though? I find as I get older, I prefer to drink less anyway. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big drinker, really.
I still smoke a lot of herb, man.
I'm not.
Liar.
If you knew me, like I only drink when I'm doing a gig or something. And when I'm home, I don't drink or nothing. I'm like, I'm working out half the day, like exercising online for everyone.
There were times in your past, though, where you and a friend would show up pretty plastered, and I only thought that like you were the designated driver because you looked fine. And your friend, though, was like too shit-faced to get on stage.
I know.
Right. Anyway, moving on.
We somehow made it work.
I'm just saying, like,
it kept calling us up back again.
That was one of the things that amazed me about you, like over time, when I figured out that you were probably as drunk as the other person when I thought you were totally sober and just being happy.
One time at that Blind Beggar, that original Blind Beggar, they had these two mannequins with red eyes. Do you remember those? Yep. And they were just these mannequins. So one time I fell off the stage and I was grabbing for whatever. And I grabbed the arm of one of the mannequins and ripped it. I landed on the ground with the mannequin arm in my hand. It's like, oh, I guess that wasn't attached so well.
That's too funny. Poor mannequin. Actually, I did comedy in there one time, I think, years ago on a Sunday night.
Yeah. I think they were doing a little bit of that. So are you still Are you still going
Pardon me?
around? I guess with COVID, everything's kind of taken a back.
Nothing's going on, man. I haven't had a gig since January 18th, 2020.
And so, how'd you fill your time since?
Well, I do construction too. Like I work for Leadcore. Like you
But
do gotta do it.
What kind of construction? Like framing, stucco. little bit of
Construction like
everything?
condos. I do everything.
Did
From
you like
driving
renos and stuff?
elevators. Me?
So you do renos and stuff?
I prefer not to. I'd rather build from new, right?
Oh yeah. So you're more of a craftsman then, like
Yeah, I prefer not to be fixing other people's mistakes.
yeah.
True that.
I know what you mean. You think, oh, this is just an easy little door frame. Then all of a sudden
Sure.
you have to rebuild the whole freaking house because everything is
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Who puts a 4x4 fucking header in a fucking yeah?
yeah.
So,
I like
Stan,
that Holmes guy. The Holmes guy. Yeah. He's always
But
doing that.
I do some voiceover work too. I still do a little bit of that.
Nice.
Not
You got
as
a good
much.
voice for that for radio for sure. Yeah.
Well, it's unique, but it is definitely changing.
Well, you're hitting puberty.
Yeah,
So
finally.
you were telling me earlier, Stan, that you're doing a bit of writing, and what are you writing?
I'm working on books of short stories, all true from the road. And
Nice.
I'm trying to keep it to between 18 and 20 stories per book. And I'm trying to keep them all 5 pages or less.
So
Right.
that's
Right.
like
Like an
20.
ideal bathroom
Anything is
book.
20 flushes. 20 flushes. You should
Well,
call.
it's like, yeah, that's a great name, actually. 20
Because that'd be
flushes.
20 stories.
That's right. 18 flushes, 20 flushes. And our bonus, a 24 flusher.
Depends however many stories you have in it, you should call it that many flushes.
That is fucking hilarious, actually. I was going to call them Never a Dull Moment, but I like the flushing thing. That's, yeah.
Or in
That's a
case you
unique approach.
call it in case you run out of butt wipe.
Yeah,
And
make
make your pages look like toilet paper.
make sure the pages are really thick and comfy, right?
At the end of the chapter, you put a couple of blanks that are tear-offs, right?
Yeah, you don't want a
Yeah.
glossy finish on that paper.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but if you're ever stuck in a hotel and you have weed and you have no papers, the last pages of the Bible roll fucking tremendously.
Even
I don't know if you knew that.
Done that.
Don't use pages that there's actual scripture on.
Oh,
But there's
especially
always
if you read it.
There's always 3 or 4 pages there for taking notes, right? At Bible class.
Yeah, and they're a bit
So-
thicker. You're right.
Oh man, and it's fucking killer rolling material, man.
Oh,
Like it burns
can't
really
roll.
nice.
if I don't have someone there, I need a roller as well. Like I need to hire a roller. One time in Mexico, I bought some pot and then I didn't know how to roll it. So I had to go and get some Mexican guy and pay him some cab driver to
To
roll.
roll it for you?
So I made him come. He had to come back to my hotel to roll it.
Oh, okay. If they believe that it's security, they'll believe anything.
No, but he actually, I went to the washroom while he was rolling. I came back and I looked at my wallet. I said, there's $20 missing. I said, you took $20 from me, you bastard. And he goes, oh, me, no, I'd never do that to you, lady. And I said, look, I'm a witch. I said, if you don't want me to curse your whole family, confess now. And he goes, okay, here's your $20.
Good for you, girl.
Then he drove me back to the bar and he never charged me for cab fee or nothing.
Don't pull out a gun. Pull out the witch card.
In Mexico, pretend you're a witch. It works.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Don't make me curse your family.
It works. I don't know. They're very superstitious, right?
So,
Oh, yeah.
So when did you start writing the book? Like, was this just because of the pandemic, or has this been?
Basically, yeah, when the pandemic started and I had all this time on my hands, I just started out, all right, we'll see what happens with this. And I got 2 done. I'm working on the 3rd one right now. But it's kind of helter-skelter, right? I just basically wrote a list of different events and stories that happened on the road and who they were with, and
Right.
nailed down dates, and then wrote the stories. And a few of them, I will admit, I did change names because some of those guys are married with families now, right?
Right.
You all know who you are.
Pardon me. Yeah, you don't want to be causing a divorce, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till the divorce is final before we.
That's right. Wait till they split up on their own, right?
Is that something you can convert into material if you get to work again, like stand up?
Most definitely, it could easily be flipped. Yeah. Like, you know what? Writing comedy is not that difficult. It's like basic journalism. In basic journalism, you got W5, the 5 W's, right? Who, what, where, when, and why. So what you want to try to do is, when you write a joke, is incorporate at least 2 of those, 3 preferably, into your setup. Because then you can use the other 2 as your jokes.
Right.
And the other problem is you always have to create a mental picture. Because unfortunately for humans, the minute we're born, they destroy our imagination. Like, you could take this. Oh, look at my fire truck. Yeah. Stan, that's not a fire truck. It's remote control. Why can't it be a fucking fire truck, right? No, you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, it's like the stoner that's standing next to a goat. It's like, I like to enjoy walks with my dog.
The truth. But you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, and that's the thing. We strip kids of their imagination like so young now that as adults, there's barely a remnant left, right?
But do you have some in your family? Because I find when I just get amazed at how that imagination is there, and I wish I could go back and just have that kind of open mind, really, to be able to like take a remote and think of it as a fire truck and go with it, right?
You know what? I got a niece. Well, she's older now.
A fire truck. I thought you're supposed to pull over.
Only if you're Bob Sharp.
You know, we're gonna play music.
Oh yeah. Bob has a fire truck.
Yeah, he has a fire truck and a zipper and a hat. No, just kidding. I thought we were talking about.
I love the fact that Bob bought a fire truck, but holy mackerel!
Yeah, the gas.
Fire truck. Who would have thought of buying a fire truck?
You know, from him though, it doesn't surprise me.
I wonder what year it is, because when I grew up in this small town, and when I moved away, and the house I lived in burnt down after I moved away, and it's because they couldn't get the crank on the fire truck going.
Oh, but we saved your gazebo.
Yeah. Anyways, just
Still
saying.
have dinner parties outside.
How old is the fire truck? Is what I'm saying. How old is it?
I'm not sure, but you know what? That's one thing about him. When he focuses on something, it's happening. You know what I mean? He just mentioned to me, I think I'm going to buy a fire truck. Bang.
Yeah. He's a good manifester then, I think. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So how many shows do you think that you've done throughout all these years, Stan?
How many shows have I done? Is that what you were wondering?
Yeah, just curious.
Yeah,
I'm just putting it out there, but I'd say at least 12 to 13,000.
Holy.
Right.
Like I had 3 or 4 years at the Stampede where I was doing 6 a day.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but count like the mid 80s is a long time ago. It's like 30 years ago, 40.
But when you think about it too, you would have, if you did Yuck Yucks, you did 5 shows in 3 nights, 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. Sundays was always travel day. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they'd hook you up with what they called one-nighters, where you'd go to like a smaller town, like
Okay, everyone, let's just do our free.
We were always getting at least fucking 9 to 10 shows a week.
Right.
You froze for a second there, so we all froze with you so that you didn't look out of place.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
feel so normal again. I was distressed about that.
Oh, what would you say is your favorite kind of genre, your favorite audience? Uh-oh. See? He started freezing, and then we lost him. And he's back. Look at that. Like, he's like Quick Draw McGraw.
There he is.
My favorite kind of joke, is that what you're going to ask?
No, your favorite audience, like
Or setup.
seems, your favorite, like, how whatever audience you have, that's the kind of material you're going to use. So
I can tell them the first 5 jokes. The first
Like,
5
what-
jokes, I know what I'm dealing with. Because I try to do 5 different styles of jokes, right? Right.
Oh,
in the
Okay,
beginning.
so
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
if we were your audience,
yeah.
what's your first 5 jokes?
My first 5 jokes, I'd probably do something somewhere in there political, somewhere in there where it's a real thinking joke, maybe a pun, and maybe what I call full circle joke.
Okay,
where
now
the
let's
joke's
do it.
in-
Let's go.
Okay,
Ah,
so
you can
we'll each
improvise
laugh
again.
at just one of the jokes.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. No, well, you know what? And the other thing too is even in individual bits, you can do that. Like I do this thing about being Scottish, but the goal isn't the Scottish jokes. It's the Irish one that I misdirect them to at the end, right? Like I talk about, proud to be Scottish. The caber toss, whose idea was this to get us men all liquored up, go out in the backyard and throw around a telephone pole, right? And the
Right.
women, oh, Agnes, look at the pole on that dude, right? And then I go, I did that joke in Montreal, and some old guy started screaming at me, for Christ's sake, do something Irish. When'd you get? So I went out in the parking lot and blew up his car. But the whole purpose of that joke was to get to the statement about Irish politics at the time, right?
Right.
And it
There's
was
this Irish
pretty well
guy.
liked.
There is this. Do you want to hear a joke? This
Sure.
Irishman, he goes, he's going and he's driving to a doctor's appointment, and he's kind of running a bit late, and he's searching for a parking spot, and then finally he just goes, "Please, Lord," I'm not going to do an Irish accent because that would be horrible. He says, "Please, Lord," he goes, "just help me find a parking spot and I'll never drink the whiskey again." And so right then, as soon as he said it, and a parking spot opened and cleared right in front of his appointment. He goes, "Never mind, I found one." There you go. That's my Irish.
You know what? I had a couple one night in Edmonton, Alberta at Yuck Yucks at the casino. They were celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary, and they were drinking Budweiser.
Oh,
So I told the bartender to bring him a bottle of Dom Perignon. So they did. Anyway, I turned to the couple and I go, "So, 60 years, like, what's the secret to a long marriage?" And the husband goes, "Being a long haul truck driver."
ain't that the
And
truth?
the wife comes back with, "Yeah, that and forgetting that I would have only got 8 years for manslaughter."
Really? Is that
That
8 years?
was hilarious. They were funnier than the comics.
8 years. That would have been nice. You know what's funny
Actually,
though?
it worked.
Sometimes you'll find a situation that it just presents itself to you, and you're going,
Oh,
"What?"
it's
That's a
like a
good one.
birthday gift. Yeah, you just have to open it. But it worked out good that night too. The bartender up there tried to charge me like $4.50 for the bottle. So I was like, "Well, fuck, I'll just go to the liquor store tomorrow and I'll get another one, right? I'll replace it." He's like, "No, I'm taking $4.30 off of your pay at the end of the weekend." Well, the next day the owner showed up and he was like, "Dude, that was the most brilliant thing you ever done. That's all people are going to talk about. It's better than advertising.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I'll look after it."
Right. You know, there's
Fuck you,
comedy
Jason.
everywhere. I couldn't believe it. Like, I don't really. I was walking by, and then I got like sat down and started watching the same movie that my girlfriend had already started watching. And by the end of it, it was like, oh, this is such a bad movie. So I go on IMDb to check out what the story is, and everybody's got like this was if I could find a 0 star, that's what I'd put. But apparently the minimum is 1 star. But the comedy and the critique was so hilarious. And some of them said exactly that. They said, I started watching it and it was pretty boring. So I went on here and I saw all the comments and I ended up watching the whole damn thing. Just the funny critique ended up folding out. And I just couldn't believe that, a bad movie. Like one of the lines that I thought was fantastic was like, "Oh, this is the story of a clam cop in some New England town. Everything's going fine until a movie crew shows up and decides to make a movie there."
You know what? I gotta check that out. I gotta Google that.
Isn't it funny how you can just Google anything now?
So
like that
wild,
was so much heartache as a teenager.
The movie was called Murder in Cape Cod or something like that. Go on IMDb. So there was a documentary, but this one was the movie called Murder in Cape Cod. And just read the critiques. It's freaking hilarious. And sometimes in all kinds of situations, like through social media, sometimes whatever gets posted just creates a slurry of comedy in through everybody's comments. That's way more funnier, but that was just the trigger, was some stupid thing that got posted, and then the comments are the gold mine of the funny stuff. Really,
that's great. That's great. Jeremy Hotz.
Yes,
that guy?
Yeah.
He's a huge fan. He's a huge fan of B movies. Huge fan.
No, right. Just because of and there's probably there's inspiration right there to like retell that story somehow because it was so bad, right? And
you know what? That's a great idea for a scene. Have 2 people review it. Yeah, no, that's funny. You could do a lot with that.
Yeah.
I'm working on a bit right now about the differences between selling weed today compared to when I was in college.
Right.
Did you sell weed in college?
Oh, fucking pounds of the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I already did my time. I got caught once. I was 17 years old. They snagged me with a bunch, but it was, back then it was taboo. Now I would have got a bitch slap on the wrist. 17 years old, right?
Yeah. And that was here in Alberta?
No, I was in Ontario. I just got accepted here at the UFC when I was leaving Hamilton, and I figured, I'll take a bunch of weed, right? Because I was getting a dirt cheap and a hammer.
Nobody told you over there how difficult they were on that stuff. Like, I just realized such a difference in mentality even before it was legal. Like, I had a friend who was arrested in Ontario, and because he was just driving through to come out west, he wasn't going to go back for his court date. So then there was a warrant out for his arrest because he didn't show up. Well, he ran into some trouble in BC with the RCMP, and they were like, is there anything? And he says, like, well, okay, I'm here. I got to fess up. Like, there's a warrant for arrest. And what is it for? Well, they found something in my ashtray. Oh, that's not important. And this was like 15 years ago.
BC never gave a shit. Never gave a shit.
But yet, had he gone back to court, he would have spent some time in prison. Like 2 weeks or some stupid thing.
Yeah,
just whenever those little one-horse small towns that had like that they made a B movie out of, where the judge and the sheriff and everybody was in cahoots to just like put people in a slammer that were driving through, right?
Whenever I lived in Niagara Falls, I used to every time I went over the river to New York, I always smoked all my dope in the car before. I never had.
That was the rule for us too. From Hamilton,
I had a roach in my car. Sometimes I get lost and not find the bridge again for a while, but I made it.
Smoke your shit before we hit this border, boys.
Before we hit the border, you always get rid of all your dope and then start fresh.
Yeah, we used to always go down to Summerfest concerts at Orchard Park Stadium there in Buffalo. And
Yeah.
it was always, that was the rule. Smoke them before we hit fucking
Yeah.
Welland.
Well,
Yeah,
what was it,
Buffalo was cool actually because they were always open the latest. So we would always go. We'd go like Niagara Falls, Ontario, Niagara Falls, New York, and then Buffalo, and that
Yeah.
was because they were an hour later each one.
Man, that used to be scary, eh?
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I'd go over in the summer wearing, the bare minimum, and my parents would buy all our school clothes there. So we go there in shorts and come back wearing 8 sets of clothes.
I know.
The weekend before Labor Day.
That's funny. I used to go over the river and buy whiskey. I probably shouldn't say this in public, but I get whiskey, cheese, and cigarettes.
Yeah, damn straight.
And then I would I'd come through customs. They go, anything to declare, and I go, nothing but all the whiskey, cheese, and cigarettes in my trunk. And they go,
yeah, wave you right through. Yeah.
I every time I would say the same joke, and then it became a combination.
Whiskey, cheese, and cigarettes.
And I really was doing it. That's
whiskey, cheese, and cigarettes. What a combo!
Yeah,
you could resell them in the.
Oh, for sure.
You make a killing on. Well, the cheese I ate, but the rest I sold.
That's one of my favorite cities to play. Actually, is Niagara Falls.
Oh, yeah. It's where all the criminals from New York go. Hey, they end
Well,
up in.
and you know damn well half the crowd. The Yuck Yucks there is always packed, right? It's in the casino.
Yeah,
And
you see.
know
That,
damn
oh,
well-
yeah, they got all the casinos there too. Yeah, it's
Right.
a scary place to be.
So you know though that half that crowd's going to be American, at least 40%.
Oh yeah, because they're all running from the law.
Yeah.
On their side.
It makes for a lot of fun.
You go two blocks like east of the strip, and it's like you better have a bulletproof vest on. Like it's so crazy how the strip with the museums and stuff, all these people are touring there and they don't have no idea that they're surrounded by criminals.
Yeah, it was within 10 feet of you, someone's arm.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
So what are some of your favorite artists these days, like or peers, like I would say, or from the past, because of their style or because of what they do, or what do you like? Like, has your comedy changed over the years?
I was always a big fan of like guys that it goes back to the imagination thing, like Jonathan Winters and Bob Newhart.
Oh my God, Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
Him and Robin Williams on Carson is just so priceless.
Oh yeah, they were on Mark and Mindy together too.
Right, but on Carson they're like just live, just prodding each other, like and everybody takes it, like and each one takes it. Oh man, the sarcasm is just huge. Anybody who hasn't seen that has got to see it. Like,
well, you know that Jonathan Winters was actually fucking crazy. Like the Twinkie truck took him away a few times. Like I'm not kidding you. Like he was out there, that guy.
But he's still, yeah.
I mean, it was hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but he was out there, like gone.
Hey, I gotta give me a minute.
Okay. So
okay, how's it going, Wanda?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in. I'm just about out of beer, though.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it doesn't matter. So what's going on with you? What do you got on your head there?
Balls.
I can see that, but are they furry balls?
Oh yeah, they're furry balls.
Yeah, okay.
Depends what time of the month it is.
Depends. That's not gonna go there.
I'm sorry. I'm sick, like I get, my whole life, I've always said such inappropriate things that my mother hated me for a while because she'd like, I just say anything and it would be always.
You and my sister would get along great. She's a Scorpio too.
Oh, what? So I guess
Get
your mother
this.
always got pregnant at the same time of year.
Well, get this. My birthday is November 3rd. My brother the 4th. My sister the 6th. So
Mine's
that
the
tells
4th.
me
Yeah.
Dad only got laid on Valentine's Day. It must have been the flowers.
My mom, I was just telling Wanda that my son, my firstborn of one of many children I've had, and then
God bless them.
my sister and my mother are all within 3 days in March. So I said it's like Christmas. You just like you get Christmas, and then when it's everyone's birthdays together, it's like Christmas again. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy you all freaking presents again. I just bought you some presents.
So you're November 4th as well. That's freaking crazy. I know everybody. I know people all over November. I know nobody on the 5th.
Oh, I know a 5th. I know a 2nd too. If you're looking. If you're looking for a lady.
So I'll send my address later. No. How long you guys been doing this?
12 weeks today.
12 weeks. Outstanding. How's it going?
It's we get about 1,000.
That's good because it gives us a release. We actually get to see people because of this pandemic. You know, everybody gets to have a chuckle. We bring all kinds of different people on here, and I think it's worked out really well.
Our goal is to be total ourselves and idiotic and have some fun together. And actually, any of the viewers can get a tarot card reading if they want. They just have to ask. Isn't that silly? They're all a bunch of chickens, I'd say.
Are they really? Wow.
Do you want a tarot card reading, Stan? Would you like one?
How long will this take?
Why, are you in a hurry? You want to do it another day?
He's running out of beer.
Yeah, I'm running out of beer.
Ah, you pussy. All right, well,
no, I got to go get some beer, though, at some point.
Okay, well, why don't you come back later, maybe?
Okay, you have my number. Wanda's got my number. Do you have my number?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, maybe it's on the back of the wall.
Well, you could share it with Kelly, and then, send me a text.
We'll just have to show up at your house for a beer.
Okay, that's cool, too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we have COVID cones that we wear.
COVID cones, that's a concept, man.
Yeah, it's like, those things that you run with and you bump into each other. You kind of run into them. They're like those hamster balls. Kind of like
the sumo wrestler suits.
Yeah, but it's a COVID suit. And you can bump, you can bang into each other. It's a ball, like a hamster ball. We
should be in the hamster ball.
We should have.
You know what? You could probably set that up at Princess Island and make a lot of money.
Folks. And you have to do all these things in this ball that is almost impossible to do inside a ball.
Okay, that's like Twister on acid.
Yeah. We could actually have like a chess game.
I think I've played that on acid.
Twister?
We could play chess like that. No?
What's that?
We could do a chess game like in a park with a chess thing, but it'd be people in the COVID balls doing the moving around.
Yes,
night to blah blah. You sunk my battleship. No, just kidding.
You know what? That might be a sitcom. We could sell that to NBC.
Right?
I write sitcoms in my head all the time. It's sick. I tell you. Actually, I get these guys to act them out sometimes. Have you seen any of our videos that we've done? They're ridiculous. Would you like to see one? Would you like to see one? I can show it to you. Watch.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Stan's frozen.
He's frozen, so I'm going to show him this. While he's frozen and collecting his thoughts, I'm going to...
Hang on. Wait till he comes back.
Are you there?
There he is.
Saddle again.
So, Kelly's going to show you one of our little shorts that she makes us do, okay?
Yeah, I do act out skits, and then I make these guys do them like my little puppets.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so here's one I made them do.
I have to catch these bad guys before the world according to Kelly and Wanda comes on. Freeze! And you can come, and you can come, and you...
I think I'm losing you guys.
It's another dark and dreary night looming over this city. Man, this drink just doesn't do it for me anymore. I gotta call the angels, see if they can spark some life into this desperate situation. Angels, you gotta do something.
It's Bob. This must be important. Uh-huh. All right, I'm on my way. These criminals are gonna have to wait. The world, according to Kelly and Wanda, needs me.
So, hey. Wow, I've had a pretty busy day today. I've been, trying to find out some things that are going on in this city and not liking what I'm seeing, eh? So I went over to Hard Knocks there earlier and then I had to run into Pritis and go to Water's Edge Pub and the border crossing, trying to get some clues and stuff as to what's going on. But, man, you want to lift your spirits? I'll fight for you, okay? I will fight for you. Do they want me to fight? Oh, wow. You can just watch The World According to Kelly and Wanda.
That was good. That was good.
We got a bunch of them we've done already. Maybe you want to be part of them sometime.
Anytime. I got a few ideas. I've written some good scenes. That was really good. I think you guys did there. That was fun.
Yeah.
You can help us put together the next one.
I know, eh?
Anytime. I'm like I say, anytime. I'm just trying to stay busy. I'm going totally wacko some days.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you ever want to just record yourself doing a little bit, we'll just play it right on the show for you.
Alrighty. That sounds cool too.
Anytime.
Make your own little skit and we'll play it.
I gotta become more technologically advanced too, though.
Yeah.
Well, you just get a hold of Kelly. She'll help you with all that stuff.
This is a big step for me. This right here.
Oh, yeah?
Was a rumor to me until today.
Well, I'm proud of you because we've tried to get Bob on here a few times and he just can't seem to get his shit together to get on here.
You know what? That poor guy can't even send me a tweet properly. It's a shame because, sometimes he sees some interesting shit in the course of his day.
Right.
I put my Twitter on the bathroom wall and no one got it.
Yes, the old bathroom wall.
For a good time, tweet this one.
Yeah, exactly. Hashtag for a good time.
I need a lot of time. I like to draw photos with my bathroom wall writings.
Oh, there you go. That's an interesting way to graffiti up a perfectly good wall.
Well, if it's already marked up, I will. If it's clean, I'm not going to make the first blood.
I get a kick out of some of the shit you read in them, though. It really is funny, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, you actually wasted time doing that. That's wild.
Oh, maybe they needed your book and they couldn't go because they needed
to express themselves.
When's this book going to come out?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I've got it done, and I got a buddy who keeps telling me, "Oh, I know how to self-publish. I know how to self-publish." We'll get an editor. First of all, I don't want an editor. I want the stories like just to sound like it's me telling them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that for my mom. I put together a book for my mom with she's not comedic writings, but hers was poetry and songs and stories. And so I put a book together for her, and she just sells it whenever she does shows and stuff. Yeah.
Right on. That's brilliant. Like I'll tell you too, like even doing comedy, a lot of guys you'll see they're selling at the end of the show CDs or albums or whatever. And I don't really believe in doing that because it's like they've already paid good money to see me. I'm like, milking this cow? What? I don't feel good doing it. So what I always do is I leave a box of CDs at the door.
Yeah.
And I tell them, just take one. And if you want to kick in a couple bucks, go ahead. And I seem to do quite well that way.
Yeah, I think if you take donations versus selling something per piece, sometimes it's what people think is fair in their mind.
Yeah,
right?
And like then you work with Tommy Chong, and he's like, when you close the show, he's like, okay, 5 minutes, give me 5 minutes. And he'll run out to the main entrance with a table and a case of zigzag papers, and he'll sell autographed cigarette papers for $10.
No way.
He goes through in a weekend, he'll sell a freaking case. I'm not kidding you.
I should get like tampons and a marker,
Well, you know what? It's funny you mentioned tampons because I was talking with a good comedic friend today, and we were talking about thieves, people who steal jokes. Okay, we were talking about Dane Cook, and then the name Amy Schumer came up, right?
Oh,
and I go, but look what's happened to her. She went from having a movie to hanging around in women's washrooms just waiting for someone to start menstruating.
That's
the payback.
Tampon commercials. That's funny.
That's the payback for being a thief.
You thieving tampon stealer. No.
Karma got you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never found her very hilarious myself. I wasn't.
You know what? The both of them, it wasn't so much the material or anything, but their presentation. Like Dane Cook, I give him credit. He had great stage presence. Like he covered every corner of that stage, made eye contact, made everybody feel like they're part of the show, right?
Right.
And Amy was kind of the same way, not as much, but kind of. So they weren't selling the jokes so much as their performance. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
As a musician, I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like you can tell when somebody's doing their own material just by the sincerity and the energy it's delivered with, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just like as a performer, you feel if you sing songs you love, you'll do great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with even telling jokes. People go, how do you remember all that stuff? Well, because I really like that joke and I know where it fits with the other joke I had. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's just it feels right, right?
Right.
Oh, hi.
I just noticed Telus called me while we're on there. I'm thinking, after all this time, what was that? Since Saturday, they're supposed to come.
Well, get this. My dryer's been broken for 2 weeks, and my landlord just texted me, new dryer will be delivered Friday.
Oh.
It's weird that you got the Telus call at the same time I got the, you'll be able to do laundry.
Blah, blah, blah. Liar. No, just kidding.
Well, I told him, I go, dude, I'm down to my last socks, my last pair of socks. He's like, we'll buy more.
Well,
hang on a second. There's a question here, Kelly, for Stan from Glenn. He says, Stan, what was your best show, where and when?
Wow. I kind of liked on more than one occasion. For 14 years, I went down to Dominican Republic and did the casino in Puerto Plata. And I like that show in particular because it's not everybody's from the same hometown. So it opens up the show so much because, it's more like, now, where are you from? And then you can react to it instead of having to go out there with a game plan that could go strange, being in a different country. You can actually just, okay, I have a joke for each town or anywhere I've been. So now you actually have people from there. So when you mention something about their hometown, A, they're impressed, and B, they verify the fact, like, holy fuck, yeah, this guy has been there. He knows everybody, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess that would totally open it up, eh?
Probably Dominican, Puerto Plata. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Nice.
You know what I liked near Cancun? What's that called? Playa de Carmen.
I've never performed in Mexico.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, in Cancun area, as a female bass player, I could be working every day there.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, because I went to this
as a bass player.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenn says thanks, Stan.
What's that?
You're welcome, Glenn.
Thanks, Stan.
I hope that helped you. In fact, if you ever get down to the Dominican Republic, go to Puerto Plata. It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
Where was I? I was in Dominican once, but I just can't remember.
Well, the three popular spots are Punta Cana, which is White Beach, Puerto Plata, Silver Beach, and Santo Domingo is the big city. Well, the problem is, though, Santo Domingo, there's like 8 million people. There's freaking crime everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I think it was like the latter, the first one.
Punta Cana is absolutely stunning. White beaches. But the problem there is the town is not around the resort. So those employees are 2 weeks in, 1 week out. If you get them at the end of their 2 weeks, they're fucking bastards.
Yeah, I thought it was funny they had
sorry, what?
I was gonna say they had this, like the resort we were at had a border, and the people in the Dominican and the sales people that usually hate you in Mexico, they had a line and they couldn't cross it. So they're all standing in line going, "Hey, lady, come here, come here."
Yeah, damn straight, yeah.
I remember that. I got my hair braided in Dominican. That was funny.
Doesn't every Canadian girl the first time they go?
Mm-hmm. I got it. Yeah, but I was smart. I got braided so it looked like my hair was like past my waist. I got like long extensions. So I was like,
oh, you went for the whole extension, the 6-hour job.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of hair, so it took 2 women 3 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours is good. Quick, it was a good guess. I should be an estimator for the hair girls on the beach.
Yeah, a guesstimator, a hestimator.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to tell everybody out there too, like you can go to YouTube and you can find Stan on YouTube and check out his other videos because they're hilarious.
And I got a shout out on Family Guy from Norm
really?
McDonald. Yeah, and Meg's real father.
Nice.
If you go to YouTube and you dig up my name, you'll see there's episode 39, the one where Brian got the other dog pregnant at the dog show.
Were you a
In
dog?
the court case, they mentioned that I am Meg's real father, Stan Thomson.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, Stan, we're really grateful that you came, and we're gonna let you go so you can go to the store like you wanted to a long time ago.
Replenish my supply. Well, thank you very much, girls. I had a wonderful time. I hope I contributed something, and I hope your fans are happy with it.
Yeah, and
we're going to get you on here again. We'll definitely get you on again.
We'll get in touch for a tarot card reading, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Let us know.
Because as a Scorpio, and it intrigues me, but at the same time, I just wonder a lot.
You want evidence. We would blow your underwear right to the wall.
God bless you. God bless you. It's been so long since my underwear's been blown to the wall.
Stuck on the wall.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for having me.
Bye. He's like, bloop, bloop. It's hard to hit a button and then it has a delay, so trying to hit it in between sounds.
Oh, that was great. That was really fun.
Yeah, we have more guests. We have another guest.
We have another guest.
Yes, you ready?
Am I ready? Is there a drum roll?
Drum roll. Actually, a bass roll. No, just kidding.
Sunday!
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, we caught you drinking. Hey. We caught you up to no good.
That's it. No.
If they won't let me fucking play, I'm doing this on my own. Bro. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing there?
Good.
Mr.
Wanda,
Sinclair?
good to see you up and around. I'm very happy to see you tonight.
I know, eh? Thank God.
Yeah. I said, I meant it when I said I was glad you posted your days because, I mean, I have no idea myself what the hell people went through. I know a few friends who did get ill, right? I don't know, whatever. But it's like, thank you. Because that made me more aware of what's going on.
Well, I think that was it too. Yeah, that was another thing. Like, that's another reason why I posted it, because I had a lot of people that inboxed me that have had COVID that wouldn't tell people because they were absolutely petrified.
Yeah.
Because of the stigma, you know, and it's like nobody should be like that. Like, we need to show a lot more compassion to our.
It's just like when they post the picture of me and it's like bass player. Think of stigma. Jesus.
Yeah.
Karma.
WTF.
Right.
Kelly, you're supposed to work with me on that one. What the hell are you doing?
Sorry. You know, I just remember going to the beggar and using the bass all the time and making you tune it for me.
I tuned it for you.
I'd always play the girl. I go,
wait a minute. Didn't you want drop D, Kelly? Oh.
Never.
So what's up? What do we got? What are we doing?
What are we doing? I don't know. I just wanted to say
I just-
hello. Like, what the hell? What the
You
hell
guys
is wrong with you?
I'm here.
I haven't seen you in so long. Like, it's been like we used to see each other weekly, and
The
now
last time I saw you, Kelly, was when you got your hair cut because some chick fried your hair.
I know, hey?
You know, it was like this accidental haircut. And I gotta say, it was like here. How did you grow hair like that in a year? I don't get it.
I've had it several times too.
Jeez. Yeah.
I know. You should see
I'm
my
really
haircut.
disappointed too. Speaking of hair, because I've been working hard on my Stan Thomson haircut, and all I got is complete fail. Like it's
complete fail.
Actually, it looks pretty close, doesn't it?
Yeah, what you got to do is you got to pretend you don't care about it, and then it turns out good. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I put a hat on to go outside because I hate when kids scream and run away. It's just like the old days.
Freaking kiss. Hey, we got Bob here too. He's just sitting there.
I don't know. Hey, Nostrovia, you got a drink?
Hey, how's it going?
What do you got?
Nostrovia.
Drink, Kelly.
How are you guys drinking the same thing?
We're not lightweights, man. We go for the bottles, all right?
It's fine.
Cheers. Water, I don't care.
Strovia.
Yeah.
Look, mine's full. My jar is full.
Hey, I just got off teaching. Yeah, that's moonshine. See? Moonshine.
I just
knew it.
I just
Add
found out
water.
that I'm half German. I just found out.
Yeah, you know what Kelly's like in the bar, right? Excuse me, bartender, can I get 2 fingers of tequila, please?
I'm more of a Jaeger girl now, you know.
That's what I was gonna say. It's Jaeger.
I almost got arrested on tequila. I had to quit.
Almost.
Almost. I was talking.
I want to hear that story. Tell me that story.
I'm really good at talking my way out of things. That's all I can say.
So, John, what's going on these days for you, man?
Well, a lot of it actually has been sitting around on my couch, swearing at Alberta Health and our government, really.
Right.
But, no, a lot of it's actually been finishing a lot of recording because what are you going to do? You know.
Yeah. But
a couple gigs I had before that got locked away and stuff like that. But so we finished the K Pink album. That's ready to roll, right? With Southpaw, my brother.
Yep.
Right.
And we've been recording lots of single Rush songs to keep going with our Rush YYC tribute. These guys.
Nice.
Right. And, you know,
Pink
Floyd, what's that?
Do we get free T-shirts?
You would have to talk to somebody else. I got no pull. I can
Damn.
have to like stop them with a box and they're not looking. Go, excellent, get out of there. right?
On your Pink Floyd, like that's going really well, right? Like,
Don't forget John's a bass player, so when it comes to everything,
yep,
doesn't really have the final say on giving out free and shit.
Nope. They gave me say on that. You'd see a lot of kids walking around Cleveland. Let me tell you.
Hello, Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland. This is little Jimmy Widebottom here. Look at him. He's got his YYC shirt. He doesn't even know what the fuck it is. He thinks it's young, crazy. I'm going, that's close. That's very close. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Hey, man, we're in Detroit.
Hello, Detroit. That's Michigan. What? I don't know. Sense of direction. Yeah, and the Pink Floyd shows. Well, the thing is that they, Rob Cernowski, the absolute genius who built all that. He built the indoor atrium thing with the. He spent a lot of his money to make sure everything's plexiglass. That's why it's pretty much the only venue in Canada right now, right?
Right.
So he keeps bringing in high-end great stuff, and we were so glad to be one of the first to kick it off. But now with the problem of that, well, now he's circulating through things like Cirque du Soleil or other tributes and stuff, right? So how far are we in the rotation? We got to be like 30th again,
Oh wow, yeah.
Because there's no one else to play, and like the Bryan Adams tribute just there. Actually, it was too funny. Sherman, the lead singer from the Bryan Adams tribute, was the lead singer in Witch Hazel years ago. Do you guys ever see Witch Hazel in the bars in Alberta?
No, I don't think I have.
I don't even like you two anymore. Look at you both. Witch Hazel.
I wasn't around.
No, and so it's great because we reconnect because he was the Bryan Adams guy just through here. And, it's great that we have that, but we don't have anything else. So it's like, okay, great. Now I think my next booked gig is July 23rd in Drayton Valley, for a Pink Floyd show. So, we're going to rehearse anyway coming up here because it's like you can't just keep sitting on your ass hoping. It's just like get up there, be active, right?
Yeah.
Proactive. Other than that, but it's just sitting at home watching the same damn TV shows. And,
Right, but at the same time, like the Pink Floyd, is started as like, the first show was at Morgan's and the venue was way too small for it, but it was always meant to be something big, right? Mm-hmm. And I know from the having friends in the Icons, the Kiss tribute and all that, they can't just be
been there, done that.
You were in that too, right? They can't be gigging every weekend with some kind of production of that size. So yeah, it kind of comes with the territory, COVID or not. Stance, right?
So the whole idea between us with the Pink Floyd show doing it first at Morgan's is first off because it was small and intimate. We didn't want to go out there right in the middle of like a huge stage our first time out and fuck things up. So it's like, let's do this small. Let's keep it to friends and family much as we can at Morgan's. It was perfect. The first two shows. Then we began to, expand, especially when I find out that our light guy, George Antonio, is a lighting, I'd say genius, more like complete whack job. But, God, you saw the stuff at the show from behind you. I could see it behind your head.
Right.
Look at that. It looks like an alien landing pad.
We'll play some of it, like just for a little teaser. But the Hotel Lives, the whole concept is that Rob's thing?
That's Rob's. He invented that. Yeah, wow. Rob Cernowski. I mean, he's up for a lot of awards in the country music industry for a lot of things like, Businessman of the Year, Promoter of the Year, all that kind of stuff. But it was his original thinking to do that. Remember the first shows we did were at what's the hotel we did the first ones at?
Well, you did like Deerfoot
Pool
or something?
No, there was only two places because the Marriott with the Atrium, that just started a couple months ago. But we originally did the shows at downtown there. I can't remember what the hell it was. Anyway, that was the outdoor show with the pools and stuff. So when that happened, that was great.
Oh, the Ramada.
The Ramada. Yeah. And so that was one thing. But what Rob did in the Marriott is unbelievable. Like he has all plexiglass between all balconies, so I never saw anybody else. There's the drive-in concept. People saw it because we didn't know what AHS was going to say about it. There was like, okay, now we're coming up to these gigs. Alberta Health has just said they're locking this down, locking that again. Well, what are we going to do? Our show, okay. And then we get the okay. It's like, because we're just like the drive-in theater thing.
Yeah.
Balconies surrounding, nobody around us. You know, of course, Alberta Health and their infinite wisdom making us wear masks while we sing when we're 150 feet from anybody. But hey, because of what Rob did, we were more than willing to do that because you got to keep it sacred and safe. The guy put together something nobody had really seen before. See, nobody's really seen anything like that.
Right.
And the next thing I heard, the last thing I heard was actually Kiss's New Year's Eve in Dubai, where they did 2,000 seat hotel room balcony thing.
Right.
I wonder, where did they get that idea from?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and you can count on Gene Simmons to like grab any good idea and make it his own.
Exactly, right? For a guy who tried to fucking what do you call it when you take your song, when you take your songs and license and copyright, right? He tried to copyright the word orange. So every time somebody on TV said the word orange, he got 10 cents.
No way.
Yeah, it's like genius or just a greedy prick. You tell me.
No, well, marketing shark. There you go. Marketing.
There you go. Yeah. What happened to Kelly and Wanda? The hell? I'm not good enough for them now? Oh.
Yeah. Hey,
we're just waiting for Bob to put a video on, and we want to see this thing that you're talking about. This video of music.
There we go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, I like how the camera whites out. Hey, there's a nice pylon. What are we doing now?
Sorry, wrong one.
Did you see that? Greg Fox and I were like rock gods there, man.
This is what happens when you a man. This is what happens. How big that you look down there, like a god in that lighting.
That's crazy, though.
Oh yeah, or like I said, like
The stairs going down the side. That's awesome.
Oh, there's lasers. We usually we have 3 lasers per concert. He brought 6 this time. We had Very Lights from Hell. You can see like we got 3 stories of lighting. So I walked in for sound check. I reported in with my basses, and when you go to the front desk in the atrium, and you walk past, I turned to my right when I looked at the stage. I just went, "What the hell did George do?" And that's what he did.
Wow, eh? It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's good to look like I know what I'm doing once in a while, you know?
Are you singing soon? What's going on here?
No, that's just a bass. It's all. It's called. What's it called, Bob?
Wish you were here. No.
I don't even know my own songs. How bad is that?
One of these days. One of these days.
One of these days. Oh, it's a good thing I have a set list in front of me, you know.
One of these days you can remember the name of the song.
But see, that's Rob's turn. And remember, there's people behind us there. All those balconies behind us are all. There's people. They're on the sides. They're on the front of the building. Like, you know, that's too hilarious because when you look up, you can't see it from here on this video. But if you look straight up, it's nothing but a glass opening to the sky. I had to wonder what jets were thinking when they were flying.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's
Yeah.
like, holy crap, we got to land there. That's pretty small.
Yeah. Alien abduction. No.
I expect ET to drop in for a bass solo, you little prick. Hey,
So, how many people can they get into that place when you guys do
there was
shows?
about 300 or 400.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah, because there's like 4 people allowed per room. And I don't know how many rooms, but I think because I know the Ramada was 300 rooms, I think, and this one was, or was it 200? Yeah, and then 180. I don't know. I don't really remember. I'm the bass player. Like, come
Where
on.
is this again? Where is this? Where is this again?
This is that one right there is the Marriott Atrium. You know where King's Head is, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that corner of McLeod Trail and Southland? That's that big hotel right there. And
Yeah.
they have people across the street, right? Just for rooms and stuff like that. But they came in there, and as you can see, like you see those white lights on top.
Yeah.
Again, those are 3 stories up. So you look at those.
Yeah.
there were
Yeah.
4 light towers of that. All the very lights were put amongst all the backdrop there. There's 4 towers of lights beside us on the stage, about 8-9 feet high. And then on the ground are the rain lights, which you can't even see there yet. And there's all the very lights, which cost like $5,000 each. I think we had 30 of those. Those are the things that are doing all the wacky things you see now. And then he went out and he literally, like when you see we're on stage, if you look straight ahead of you on stage, like 200 feet away is the back rooms, right?
Yeah.
George put lights throughout every level, throughout the entire building. I mean,
Wow.
when you're on stage, you're like going, what the hell is going on?
You need a Peter Pan. You need like a Peter Pan rope to swing from side.
Yeah.
We should parachute you in for a bass solo, Kelly. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The only bass solos I've ever done is when I was at the Beggar and I had too much to drink. I don't remember them.
Well,
I don't know. Someone
here's
said, that was a good solo you did, and I go, really? Did anyone like? And that was before we had cameras and videos.
Hey, Kelly, can you put Christian's comment up there?
Kristen.
Kelly, here's the bass solo for one of these days. You ready?
Yeah.
I think you can do that. I got hope you can do that.
Yeah. Who knows?
What?
That's all the bass is. I just stand there and look good because of the lights.
So I just do that and then maybe like drop a shoulder out.
Hey. There's kids awake.
Do you see this comment there, John?
Not mine. What's that?
Don't believe it. We're on.
Yeah, Christian. Yeah, there's a drummer in my Rush tribute. We'll talk about you soon, Christian.
Rush, do you have a video from your Rush tribute?
I think so. I gave Bob one. I saw somebody post the other day. It was like this girl in bed with a guy saying, "Is it okay that I'm a Christian?" And he says, "Yeah, that's all right." And she says, "That's good because before I was Christine."
Yeah, I got it.
That's okay, but before I was Christine.
Well, before I play that, I'll play it soon. But one of the things that when I got to know you a little bit deeper than just like the host of the Blind Beggar Jam, which is kind of where I met you because
drunken back alley nights on a weekend. Yeah.
It was basically how you were involved in a whole bunch of other things that had, like the jam hosting. Showed some of your talent, but not really all of it. It was just like a throttled back kind of situation. And then suddenly I find out, you're doing a Police tribute, and at the time it was with Steve Sirocco, which, every time I seen him was like, oh my God, I got to stop playing guitar.
Yeah, Steve Sirocco and Alan Bull, yeah.
This guy should be playing for me and wherever I'm playing.
Steve Sirocco's a demon, man. He's so talented.
And then
so young, I hate him.
And then I got to see how Big Yellow Van was like earlier on with Stan Thomson. He was talking about the guys from Street Hearts who would be so drunk before they showed up and play so well. And you guys weren't drunk, but the fact is, like every time I witnessed one of your gigs, like the harmonies between the two of you was just like impeccable seamless and effortless.
Are we talking Big Yellow Van?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Okay.
Big Yellow Van, right,
Van, yeah.
right. And it was like, oh my God, this is what pros are like. This is really what pros are like.
Well,
everything.
Yes and no, but don't forget that was 35 years of singing together. We could hear each other breathe and knew which note was next.
Exactly. But nevertheless, I'm like, just, you know, I'm catching you after 30 years, right?
Don't say that number too loud, all right? 3 decades. Woo.
Or after 20 years, because obviously it was a while back. But the point is, it was just so slick and polished. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I realized that there was that basically you and Matt Beatty are basically some of the people that I find the most hardest working. Every avenue is discoverable and worth going down, because you don't know what's at the end of that tunnel, and you just go for it no matter what. And it's like, whoever says something, I'm in, I'm doing it. And you know, and that's how I discovered how talented you were, right? And when I saw the police tribute, you guys did the thing at Richmond before the clip that I'm going to show, but
before the no, because wait, you got two different bands. The
I
first
know.
tribute was with Alan Bull and Steve Scaracco. The one you're going to see is me, Ian Grant, and Gord Adam.
The point is, you're singing and playing bass.
Oh, I'm pinching.
Wow,
I'm reaching down and pinching is what I'm doing.
I'm doing exactly.
What'd you say, Kelly?
I said, let's see it. I want to see the magic.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait. Here's how it works. You go on stage, okay, and you go la 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 la. Here comes a high part, and I get a little midget, fucking 12-year-old kid with pliers walk up and go. It's like,
yeah,
and it works.
I find that cattle prodder.
Come on, Wanda, you're with me here.
Cattle prodder, candle prodder.
Candle prodder.
Actually, you know what I gotta say though.
Cattle prodder. You know
what I gotta say, John. Kelly and I work at this place in Pritis, and there was a family.
Well, I know you do because I have two students I teach who keep saying,
it was funny.
Hey, Wanda for me.
Yeah, they came in and they were saying, "Oh yeah, we got my son. He's going to be doing these lessons with this guy named John." And I'm like, "Johnny Sinclair?" And they're like, "Yeah."
That's where I came from tonight, right? And I'm like, so I gotta go tonight. I have to get back. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to cut this a little short. I'm doing a live Facebook stream with Wanda, and she looked at me, and go, "Oh, Wanda?" Yes, Wanda. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm in the middle of fucking Pritis, and way up in there, somewhere in the woods, where if you're careful, don't go in the backwoods because deer like to do things to you.
That's right.
Right, but it's like literally, I said Wanda, and they both turned and went, "Oh, Wanda, the one that works at the Pritis pub." I'm like,
and Kelly, I work there too.
Wanda. No, I made sure of the Kelly T first. I know my contract obligations, okay? But I couldn't believe it. Like, out of all the people in the Pritis area that I could talk to, these people just went, "Oh, Wanda, the one that works,"
Yeah. Well, I gave you really good props, man. I tell you, they said they've got the best teacher going right there. Right there.
Great. No, they're great people. I like them. Adam and Robert are great kids. Great
Yeah.
Bob?
Bob?
Get it ready.
Huh?
Get it ready. Come on.
Okay, the setting is the El Macombo Pizza Bowl in Pasadena. The biggest player is singing without illegitimate controls on his meds. What happens now is not my fucking fault.
Here we go. Ready? And
cool down. This sounds just like what I do live.
Bob, turn the volume up on it.
You missed the intro. Come on.
Turn the volume up, Bob.
That's exactly as I remember recording it. Like my magic keyboard with the red light up fingers. All I hear is a drummer. That screaming guy again. I could say about Kelly, she should have gone, no. Yeah, I know. She's. Does this sound like this live? I got the 1080 version. Oh, I don't want to do what the fuck.
Because I'm streaming it.
Oh, so out there it's deadly. Yeah. That game rap, man. What a smoking drum. Poured out of his guitar tones on the shit.
Yeah, we're so dead on.
Oh, fuck, dude. First rehearsal, like, I'm just like, Jesus, Lord. What the fuck?
Something close to the slide. The sky is lost. Another toxic
That's the way Gord ends a song. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Gord Adam on guitar, Ian Grant on drums.
You guys sound so authentic. It's unreal. It's like
well, that's just it though, right? It's like when Gord asked me to jump into the band with him and Ian, it's like, you know, it's you don't want to do a tribute and you know, you try and at least look like it. I'm never going to be a skinny Sting again. Maybe I was a long time ago. But to have the, I mean, if you close your eyes, like listen to that. The guitar tone is incredible. The drumming is massive. Like, God, these guys are such talented people. And we have so much respect for each other. It makes it much easier, right?
Right. And your singing is so on par. Like that, you know, that like the first
I hate to stay sober on stage, that's the way to do it.
but such
bring over the Doberman and ready for a wrestling match.
the
Bob, you still here?
I think I am. Who knows?
I know my voice.
And then, of course,
my voice tends to carry into further provinces.
Like, I also found out like early on that you were doing like an Iron Maiden tribute, right? And unfortunately, I guess that kind of had its complications as far as like logistics of keeping it together. But
my brother, the drummer, lived in Lethbridge, so to get together for rehearsal was a little hard.
Right.
I like the big Eddie you had walking out.
Wait, now which one was it though? Did he have the chain around his neck, or was he wrapped up like a mummy?
Mummy.
Oh, because that was also the night Jason Kendall decided to.
I know, I was there.
Bathroom and wrap himself in toilet paper.
Yeah.
And try to get on stage as a mummy. I'm like,
I know.
Fuck off.
That was at the call at
College Saint. That was the funniest thing. I was laughing my ass off. I'm going, what's he doing? Oh, he wrapped himself in toilet paper. How long did that take, Jason? You were a half hour in the bathroom grabbing all the toilet paper.
Yeah.
To look like a mummy. Well, and he did it well.
I know, what a dork.
I love that guy. We all love you.
Hey, Bob, this time when you play the video, click in the corner. There's a little box you check that says play audio.
All right, you told me.
Otherwise, you're playing the audio from your computer, which is not awesome like it should be.
Through the mics.
It's direct audio.
All right.
So I just did a 1930s silent movie?
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Sorry. But like the box
I can hear Bob badmouthing me right after. That's for sure. He's like, "Did you see what Kelly did? Did you see that?"
You guys are like family. God, I love that. And fear it at the same time. Good thing you're not in the same room. Imagine, I look at this right now, and I think of Kelly's left hand just going,
Exactly. It's like,
hey, you two kids, don't make me pull this webcam.
Wrong way, Kelly.
There's stage left, and then there's my left. Yeah, see? There you go. Now you got it. I think Bob needs more strength.
I got it on tape now, him badmouthing me, so that's awesome. I can use it.
Pointing the finger to heaven. Now what are you doing? Wanda's having a vision. Oh, shit. All I see is like some puffball mushrooms on her head. I don't
maybe, Bob, you can set up that Iron Maiden video and click the audio box before. It's on the same thing where you see Edge in the bottom little left corner.
Wanda, you need to beat your friends more. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just shared this to your page, John.
You what?
I just shared this to your page for you.
Oh, no, there's evidence. Okay, blackmail time. Let's all think of something we got on.
Wait. The police can't see this, can they?
What? No.
Not the band.
We're talking like emotional blackmail.
Oh, yeah.
I like that much better. It's like how we teach our children now.
Yeah. Remember that time?
Emotional blackmail. If you can't figure out what 4 + 2 is, your teddy bear's getting the knife.
You won't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
That's right. How can you have any meat if you don't eat your pudding?
Yeah.
No.
You ready, Bob? You ready? I don't see no video.
I know. I put it back. Okay, wait. Listen. Wanda Shipman, love the year. See? Look at that. I didn't mean to insult anybody. I love her mushroom encapsulated her bunny rabbit. God loves you.
Mushrooms? Where?
They look like puff mushrooms. I don't know.
Oh, you gotta hit pause.
So your latest
Bob, I have to do an intervention here. Why are you not listening to Kelly?
It's a habit.
Wait.
It's a habit I picked off.
Wait.
Did you put it out there that I'm looking for a new
There it is. Come here, Bob. Stack.
It's a habit I picked off.
Yeah, there you go.
I see that you're used to these two as well, eh, John?
Oh God, I can't imagine how the hell you three haven't killed each other yet. It's like, hey, we're gonna have a team meeting. Ooh, that sounds like someone's getting whacked.
I'm always in the middle. I'm always neutral.
It's safe because we're
Well, so
different.
which one's the clown to the left of you? Which one's the Joker to the right? That's my question.
Something like
That's where the
that.
social distancing comes in really handy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Why is there a poster of my rain lights behind your head, Bob? That's
I'm just searching you myself, and I figure I'll just play it myself.
You're searching me yourself.
I've got it queued up.
I don't see it, so obviously it's not
Because
queued up.
paused. It's paused.
Is anybody still watching? Because they never go, Sinclair, fuck.
But it
he's
needs
got
a setup.
whole thing
It needs
anyway.
a setup. The point
look.
is, it needs a setup. The thing is, so this is
We've been sending
Derailed.
this
Yeah, that's
for
another band.
Oh, Jimmy White spoke up. Yo, Jimmy. Hey,
Just
Jimmy.
play
no
the damn
pants. Jimmy,
video.
no pants. Oh, sorry. It's Jimmy No Pants. Jimmy No Fucking Pants. You know Jimmy White, right? Okay.
Right, Jimmy No Pants.
We get him up to play. To my fucking chagrin, I turn around. He's standing there with no pants, just his tighty whities. I'm like, what the fuck is this, Jimmy? I don't like to play in pants. I'm like, okay, you're behind the drums. I'm good. Were you there that night, Wanda?
No, but I heard real quickly.
I turn around. There's Jimmy with no pants on. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, Danny B says hello.
Hey, bonsoir, mes amis, eh? Comment allez-vous, muckluck, China, puckluck, tickle?
I'm just waiting for Bob to set up that video because I really enjoyed your Iron Maiden because I'm actually an Iron Maiden fan, and I think that he should be playing that video instead of messing around with whatever he's doing.
I don't know.
I think he's gotten into a little bit of hard liquor, and he gets rebellious when he gets a little drunk.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Bob,
I'll do some Maiden for you.
okay.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath because he knows that I have.
I was going to say something else, but I'm glad you interrupted. But I thought about what I was going to say and went, thank God Kelly said something.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because he knows Danny's pants are short. No.
I want John to teach me how to sing as high as he does.
Who? Huh? What?
What?
I said, I want you to teach me how to sing as high as you do.
Oh, it's easy. Grab yourself by an imaginary dick and go. Oh! She beat me by a third, Kelly. Whoa, I don't mean come over there.
That was my mid. No.
What can I do?
Wow, gotta be heard in that.
Where's the video, Bob? I don't see it.
I can't see.
Kelly, we're screaming here right now. Stop.
I can't
Bob
feel
needs to be off camera so he can get the video without us hearing it first. I need to see it.
I can't feel my body. I
Share
can't
the
feel
video,
my body.
Bob. Share the video.
After that last scream, I can't feel my feet.
Oh, that's as high as I can get. I'm like an opera singer.
Here's mine.
That's a whistle tone. That's not fair.
No. Oh, my window.
You would look from my end. That sounds exactly like a recorder. I was like, where's she got a recorder?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you where I got my recorder. No, just kidding. Hey, here, look, here's a video.
Here we go. Okay, before we get there,
I hope he clicked that.
I was so surprised because our guy doing the video and the guys doing the engineering on this, you know the cover of Fly By Night Rush, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a big owl there, right?
Yep.
I was not expecting what Brian Winter did with this at all. Watch this. If he can get on it.
Watch this. Hit
It
play.
blew my mind. Even I was like, shit, we got that. Woo!
And I recognize most of it was done at Corey's studio.
You got to hit play though, Bob.
Most of it was done at Corey's studio, which we had last week.
All right, here we go. Woo!
and after. It's changing every day. The children shoes are moving ways out the walls of getaway. Already impressive, my thoughts apprehensive. That was just away. But life begins today. Change my back to where from here. Change my life again. My ship isn't coming, and I'm trapped in the tail. My ship isn't coming, and I'm trapped in the tail. Change my back to where from here. Change my life again. My ship isn't coming, and I'm trapped in the tail. My ship isn't coming, and I'm trapped in the tail. My ship isn't coming, and I'm trapped in the tail.
Yeah. Both those boys, they're so funny. If you could only see what's going on their cameras and off.
Do I wanna?
Like they're all of a sudden they're like, whoa!
Tanks, did you not see the outtakes coming up? You're half the fun. Shit, you gotta let that thing play on. It's hilarious.
It was
Keep on
hilarious.
typically in the studio, which is probably stupid.
My God, John, you're so incredibly versatile, man. It's just, it blows me away, you know?
Oh, I can make mistakes with both the left hand and the right hand.
Yeah?
That's versatile.
I accidentally hit a button and kicked Bob out, so I'm just apologizing.
Yeah, accidentally. Mhm.
Oops. Did you
Oops.
see what Kelly did?
How come
I gotta
Bob-
put up with these two all the time, eh?
I have to wonder, like I'm saying, like, I don't know, man. Group meeting, nah, keep it to Zoom. You three, I don't think so. There'd be like, and Wanda's last words, and then we'll see that in the paper. It's like, okay.
Wanda's the mediator. She's the middleman.
The mediator?
I'm the mediator.
Oh, the mediator. I thought you said the mediator.
Yeah. She's the mediator. She takes like this meat tenderizer and takes the meat and ideates it.
Oh, what's that cost? I'll do that.
Well, remember that? Didn't that? And
What's that pay?
it was last year? They had some guy at the border crossing that was going to put nails through his nuts. Do you remember that? He was going to
Yeah,
hammer
I
or
was
crush
in
his
the-
nuts with a brick or something.
He was there, and he was literally shooting staples into his forehead with $5 bills. I'm like,
Right.
Wow.
I know.
wow. So I'm guessing
Chris
the
Eddy,
working-
that's the guy's name. Chris Eddy, that's what he does. Yeah.
But I'm looking at this guy thinking, so I'm guessing the working for a living thing didn't work out for you, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that like a that's like a construction that's a construction stapler. Conk! I'm like, oh!
It's like, oh, you know, like
$5 bill. Look, well, besides the blood trickle, pretty good.
yeah. If he say he passes away someday and nicely in his sleep, his whole family will get framed for killing him because they'll have all these.
True enough, right?
You'd be like, look at his. If you saw his skull, you could tell he was abused, especially his nuts.
Oh.
Well, he would do things to
Yeah.
his.
Well, I mean, once you've had your kids, vasectomy or that.
It still hurts to.
Really?
Well, I'm not saying I'm advocating for myself, but I mean, you're talking about the risk, but
Ooh, so you're saying
Mammogram.
vasectomy, Bob? Is that what you're saying?
the risk between alimony and like child support because you're frivolous or just getting your breaks.
Frivolous? What is
Wouldn't you
frivolous?
rather just have fuzzy balls?
Frivolous. Anything frivolous?
Are you rolling the dice, Kelly?
Wanda's got this shit down. She gets it. That's what I'm saying.
He's talking about rolling the dice, right?
You got man's being
Oh,
too
yeah.
frivolous with his semen. Let's crush his nuts and put a stop to this.
Jesus Christ.
I have to go now.
Oh,
What the hell was that?
Hello.
You've known me for years. Why are you surprised? Like,
I ignored you
We're
for
still
years. I'm
surprised
upset.
every
We're doing it
time.
for years. What did you say? What did you say?
what?
We're still
As long as
surprised.
you're not frivolous with your semen, you'd be fine. You're fine. You're safe.
Frivolous with my semen? Look, the way those guys get off that submarine is their fucking business, all right?
Do you realize how
you keep going how? Yes, I do.
Bob has had a few. You know how I know? Because I know you, Bob. And your face is getting a little flushed. And you got a discotheque over your shoulder. Or what is that?
That's
It's John.
Of my show.
John with his lasers.
That's John.
That's the rain lights with the
John's
barrier
gonna
lights
go,
with
I'll
the
do
laser.
the show for $1 million, and I'll use my laser.
Child's play. Wait a minute. If it's America now, it's like, let's go for 2 times $1 trillion.
Yeah.
like somebody said, a Brazilian, and how much is a Brazilian?
Yeah.
Oh,
Depends what town you're in and how old.
Depends what aesthetics place you go to. Like, you want to pay more for a Brazilian because if you pay less, you end up like your vagina lips.
No.
I thought a Brazilian. I thought a
Someone's
Brazilian.
missing.
I
Okay,
thought a
back to
Brazilian
business, you guys.
I thought a
Stop
Brazilian was a factor of like how many trillions, like a factor of trillions.
Well, think about it. The last Austin Power movies. They're going $1 billion. Now it's like
$100,000.
Child's play. $1 billion.
So, John,
Trudeau
what's
spends
up
on
your
his
sleeve
sleep.
next?
Sorry, what are we doing?
What are we
There's a delay. Now you have to understand, like, there's a delay to this. So I'm going like, am I really here? Or is it the mushrooms kicking in? Look at that.
Mushrooms.
Look at my head. My head just kind of gets all weird and blobby. What
For
shall we
me-
do next? What shall we do next, ladies and Bob?
And let's wait for the legumes to kick in.
Legumes? I'm not eating your beans.
Well, I was thinking that I would like to know what John's going to be up to next.
Yeah.
What other projects you got going on? You got anything else, or you're just going to work on the Russian
right now-
Floyd and?
Right now, because of the Alberta government AHS, I'm working really hard on my new project, which is keeping the house I live in.
So that's a good thing to do right now.
And what
You know
is
what? They
that?
thought tonight. They announced new things tonight, and they did fuck all for us again, and they don't give a shit that hospitalizations are under even phase 3, but they won't do anything for us and don't care to talk to us. And every time we send them things like, Eve Hill, she sent in, and a whole bunch of people sent in their letters to their MLAs, and each one gets back a static page with basically, you look at it, insert name here, thank at the end with a fucking autograph. And that's it. They don't give a shit about us. They don't care about us back to life. First off, because I think a friend of mine was right, we only represent 1% of a voting public. But how can you ignore the fact we're a $3.2 billion industry?
Yeah,
exactly.
The Alberta government last year only brought in like $870 million by themselves. The entire length of the Alberta Musical Live was $3.2 billion between Calgary and Edmonton. So how the hell can you deny us our jobs when we're the ones filling your fucking coffers? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm getting really pissed off because this stuff is eating my life.
I know, and you know what? It actually is more of our psychological, emotional, spiritual sides that are suffering, I think.
Well, that's just it. But I mean, okay, here's how stupid this is. Maybe this is just about me. I'll just say it. But when they closed down the gyms, like I was working out 6 days a week. Now, Kelly, I know you've got some exercise thing now, right? That I see. Right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So for me, my mental health go-to is my gym. I go 5 to 6 days a week. They cut that out. They kill it. I'm going, wait a minute. That's what I need because I sleep better. I feel better. I don't overeat. I don't sleep all, day and night, like shit like that. I need that back. But every time we turn around, it's like, no, we're going to keep taking that away. Oh, by the way, you people who can afford $90 an hour personal trainers, guess what? You can have your gym back. Hey, fuck you, okay? I'm a person who's sitting at home on the couch for 2 months. I feel like a sack of fat slugs, and I'm not happy. And every time they keep telling us they're not going to help us out, they keep forgetting that we're even real. Oh, wait a minute. Unless you're part of a church, you can't sing live. It's like, now don't get me wrong. I'm not going after religious people. My mother plays church services all the time. I love my mother. Don't get me wrong. But the fact they can say to us, we can't go to a bar as an acoustic duo even, and we have plexiglass in front of us, and we're 50 feet away from everybody. There's no possible way we can infect someone. You can tell me my job is not worth it.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you can come to my house 2 days a week and I'll kick your ass if you want.
Well, no, I got a plan. I'm an ordained minister, you guys, so we can start our own church.
What, you and Reverend are both ordained?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so we could actually start our own church service.
Can you imagine how frightened they would be? This is
right?
our Reverend, and we show them Reverend Cruz. This is our other Reverend.
Yep. I got the paperwork, man. I got the license.
I'm going to be Pastor Kelly, and I'm going to come out and give a talk.
Yes, great, man.
Kelly. In today's sermon, we're going to figure out how to throw that useless piece of shit off my couch.
Yeah. It's called a spatula.
A really big ass spatula.
Yeah. Actually, a small one because I'm a good cook. Get him off the couch.
Pastor Kelly. Oh, Lord. This is a good thing you're not in the same room. Look at Kelly. I can see the laser eyes coming out of her. Like,
right?
Just so you know, Bob, you've had a vasectomy 2 seconds ago. You just didn't know. What do you mean what?
It was a lasersectomy. Lasersectomy. I performed.
Lasersectomy?
Yeah.
It's like a strapedectomy.
Yeah. A strapedectomy is more for social gatherings.
Strapedectomy?
Social gatherings? Fuck the fucking mask shit. We're talking. I like it. I'm having so much fun, you guys.
That's what it's about.
I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. And I'm having so much fun because we can talk about anything, right?
Yeah,
I get a little inflamed about our government or HS screwing with live music, but it's so phenomenally bad the way they have no way to show us any data whatsoever to say they can shut us down as musicians and humans and family members. Period.
I know. It's actually in the beginning, we all wanted to do our part to be safe, but like you gotta understand, like
but we were though. That's the whole thing. Greg Thompson right here, Firehouse Lounge in Langdon. He made damn good sure it was all like that. Every bar, Vikings on 12.
I played in Langdon.
Everybody was doing the right things. So why the fuck do you shut us down? Like, come on, go find someone who's causing a problem. We're not the one. You can't tell me in our gyms, especially you, Kelly, with the workouts and stuff. You can't tell me our gyms and our bars and our musicians aren't the most smartest people on the fucking planet, and we have never been a source of infection. Why are you killing us?
Yeah. I lost my job in a gym. I worked in a gym and I lost my job, so I had to come up with a way to keep myself because that fitness actually.
So that's what that was, right?
Yeah.
I saw that.
But I'm telling
you, very smart.
You can always come over to. I have a boot camp 3 days a week. You're welcome to join, and I'll kick the shit.
I don't want your boot up my ass, Jesus.
For free, I'll do it for free. I'll kick your ass.
Well, okay, now there's an incentive. Okay, I'm good. What time? Where?
Noon. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Dalhousie Community.
I don't get up till 1. Come on, man.
Oh, get it together, bitch.
Oh, you hear that? Get it together, bitch.
That was Bob. He does ventriloquism. He has a puppet and everything.
Does he?
Oh yeah, show us, Bob.
No, don't show us your puppet, Bob. No.
It's a one-eyed puppet.
No, he's gonna do the baby bird with his penis. I don't want to see it.
Hello. No.
What the hell is that?
Hey, Johnny, how's it going?
Not so good anymore.
Not so good anymore. Well, you know, you just gotta get used to the changes, man. Like
Well,
go with the flow.
It's just that I'm kind of thinking of doing things to your mouth puppet, boy.
He's saying like, "Sock it to me."
Yeah. Kelly. Oh, God. Well done. Well done.
I was a sock when you were a teenager.
Why are you doing things to your nose?
You know, there's one thing about socks that I don't want to talk about, but we all know what you guys use those things for.
Do you want to actually hear the joke? And we're not going to get like assassinated.
It's not a joke. It's real.
Oh, really? So let's
hear the joke.
On white, full of cum, and scares the ladies.
A crusted sock
under my bed.
Yeah, exactly. I had 3 sons. Believe me.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I know that.
That's good.
I was like, I didn't know at the time, so I'm like pulling them apart.
Oh God!
Oh, okay. Whoa! That even. We're talking me here, and you even managed to make me cringe.
When I found out what it was, I was devastated. But you have to push through sometimes, you know.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Fuck off.
I learned not to pull them apart anymore. I just remember.
All right, Bob, let's go back to that video. What do you say?
And to the video.
Back to you, Francesca. What do you mean Francesca's not there?
Johnny, hey, John, were you at the blind beggar when I fell and pulled the arm off that or leg off that mannequin?
Not that I know of, but I do have the occasional beer.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
See that?
What is it? No, wrong direction.
Sambuca.
That's how far I got.
That's why you guys are both so goofy.
He didn't have any.
Yeah, he didn't have any.
What do you have, Bob?
Bob has vodka.
Bob is sponsored by Brewhouse, home of the Black Eye Sun Out, which is like if you have 14 and Red House with Bob, which of course comes with the haircut and the hat, and it's empty.
Yeah, see Bob in his spring wear.
Kelly, put up JF's comment there.
We got a
JF Noir Jet.
Kelly, who's sponsoring your shorts?
Ah, here we go.
Oh no! What? He came
I don't
in.
even know what the hell that means. I came in the street, the sick pulling.
Sock pulling.
Sorry.
Jet is the master of the 30-second delayed fucking comedy. That's good.
We should. Do you want to bring him on? You can bring him on. Hang on one second.
No. I have no want to bring Jet in. I love Jet, but no. Get him off this goofy shit. Hey, my turn, geez, hey. I was sitting down there by the doctor. I had my white sock and my cock there, and 14-pound. Did 3 times. Yeah, 3 times there. The fish were coming up. Help through hell of it. Couple of. Somebody say something. It's awkward now. Oh, yeah, there we go, Jet.
Bob told me I'm not allowed to talk till the end of the show.
Oh my God.
I'm ready to share some Big Yellow Van, which is another awesome setup.
Big Yellow Van. Okay.
Are you in
Are you doing that? You, Wanda?
Is that you, Bob?
Want to do that again?
That sounds like she's smacking her ass, eh?
She's beating up a dolphin. I don't know. What the hell is that?
Bob, did you hit the audio?
I did.
That's the river still.
It disappeared. I lost you. It just disappeared.
Oh, okay. Well, too bad.
Oh, here they go again, John.
So sad that I have not to laugh. You can't see anything. You can hear it. I think Bob was
like a what fucking song I'm playing.
I hit to share.
Oh, that's Van. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Francis. Yeah.
That's St. James Gate and Van. That's like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Look at, I don't even have a third chin yet. Check that shit out.
That's before the gym closed, I guess.
And there's your Steve Carratco right there. There's Stevie.
I got caught.
Oh, superstitious. There we go. Hey, Wanda stripping. What the hell?
It's getting a little warm in here.
Now I'm thinking of taking my shirt off, but we don't want to scare the children.
I keep watching this hot guy on here playing with all these different bands, and I'm getting overheated here.
Yeah, Steve Carratco is amazing, eh? He's built like a Toblerone bar with kitty. Yeah. Yes, I said that. See, there's we need the 7-second delay when I'm on.
Nice medley.
Oh, shaky ground. Oh crap. I can't remember the last time we played that.
You guys did a whole medley.
Right. I think I was in charge of the band, so I knew what we were doing. Steve Carratco is incredible, eh? That guy is just
I know.
I haven't seen it in so long. Fuck.
Nope, that's it.
You know, it's Fran's fault why I got into playing in Calgary. She got me up on stage at the Shamrock, and she had me singing and playing bass. Very first time I played in Calgary. It was Fran.
You know, that's the first time I played with Fran was at the Shamrock too.
Oh, no way.
Because we were in that band with Kate, me and Fran.
Right.
Yeah, and Bob, I'm pretty sure you've had dealings with Francis yourself.
Yeah. Tell us about that, Bob.
Look at him. Look at his eyes. I'm like, oh shit.
I was fortunate to get guest invited into that lineup with Big Yellow Van. Every time Steve and Alan would be like, "Oh no, we don't play those places." Like, well, I'm not going to name what places, but sorry, that's beneath us. Then like, hey Bob, do you want to fill in? I'm like, all right, I can do that for sure. I'm glad to. And so I would get to, and usually because the confidence level wasn't that high with myself, you'd have people like Chad Holzman, for example.
Oh yeah.
And they were such great teachers because like a guy like Chad or Steve, they would be like so generous with their knowledge, right?
But see, Bob, that's the whole thing about us as musicians, right? You have to remember those guys you talk to. Now, the recordings I did with you with the Kate Pink album, okay? You remember how many times like I would send you a bass track and you're thinking, fuck yeah, I nailed it, man, it's wicked. And then Bob comes back to me, not what I was thinking. And I go like, the fuck do you mean? You're not a bass player. And he'd send me a track. I listen to him go, that's way better than anything I could do. So when you finish the album, a lot of the stuff I did was because of you, because you did at least lead in that direction. The Jungle Boogie and the dugga 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 and the country song that came out of nowhere. And you were surprised when I sent it in to you after recording. You went, holy shit, he recorded it. I was expecting that. And I'm like, but it was better than what I thought up, you know?
Yeah.
So as musicians, right, we all love to have that ability to be
yeah,
harder to create. Kelly, what are you recording these days?
My
Kelly lost her shirt too.
Did you just say your farts? You did. Kelly said. I asked her. What days,
I
and
have a
Kelly
whole
said,
album.
"My farts."
I have a whole fart album right now out.
I want to buy it right now.
She
I'm not
lost
even
her
gonna-
shirt too. Where's your
I'm
shirt, Kelly?
I'm having a problem with the
Stella,
visual I have with Kelly tuning her
shirt
fart
fell
notes.
off.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's her COVID test. If she can smell the farts, she knows.
It's not a Dutch oven. It's a COVID test.
If
Get
you
it
can
right.
smell your farts, you don't have COVID. That's the way it works.
That's what we just said, Kelly. Thanks for
You
coming.
go into a room like a doctor's office, and you rip a good stinky one, and whoever smells it, that's who you sit by because they don't have COVID.
You actually go to a doctor's office to rip a stinky one? Really?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're in there, you want to know
No.
who to sit close
I think that was
to. Who are you going to sit close to? The ones who can
Wanda,
smell it?
step in. Wanda, step in. Stop the insanity.
No,
I was wondering what happened to Kelly's shirt.
It's off.
See, John, you did it to both of us.
Yeah, I was feeling a little hot.
Right? It's getting a little hot in here, eh?
Mine's because of my dusty uterus. It has nothing to do with him.
Oh! Good God! Really? There's no filter on that.
It's,
There is-
why do you act
I
shocked?
just figured out. There's no 7-second delay now. Now I know that.
Why do you act? Why
Okay,
do you
so
act
I'm
No,
not
there's
working, and I can't actually eat substantially.
the U word's gonna show up sooner or later too. That's just
I just actually expected a
What
police
word,
car to
Bob?
show up at my fucking house in 5 minutes. Come here, sir. Oh, yeah, I've talked to you.
But
You
you
mean
know
like
what,
undergarments? Undergarments? Is that the U word?
what amazes me is how she can save it for the doctor's office. Like I can't hold this in for like a whole.
No, you have to have multiple. You have to build up to it. I find a good cabbage bean combination is excellent. Because then they're more silent, you know, and then you can blame it on other people.
Wanda, you've got to stop this. I literally just peed in my anyway.
In your what? In your undergarments?
With your cabbage bean. Oh my!
John, I mean, if you needed to do this, wouldn't you just like swing by a Taco Bell before going to the doctor's office?
Put down JS comment up there.
The efficient part.
See what happens when two women talk at the same time? Or three, in your case, Bob.
Hey, someone's asking, how do you like this filter?
Filter now, Johnny. Well, it's a good thing, JF, they're jet, because you know what? I couldn't smell a thing. Good for you, because you're not in the same country.
You know what? And now every time I go to an office and someone farts, they're going to blame it on me because I've been talking about it. You know,
Well, I'm definitely going to be there with you
Think
and
you
say,
did.
her, that was her.
Yeah.
Kelly got to smell it. Kelly, smelly, Tim.
It was her. It was her.
It was her. We all go with her to doctors. You know what? Three of us should all go with her to a doctor every time. And just, even if nothing
I like
happens,
doing it.
the three of us stand up and go, oh, God, Kelly, oh.
No, you know what the best one to do is go to a card store like a Walmart or something and go to the card aisle and leave a whole string of them in and then watch them hit the people reading the cards. They're like reading a happy card and they go,
God.
and you can sit and read a funny card and laugh. And they'll just
Yeah, but see, the problem with Walmart is like five people. If you say, "Oh, who dealt that?" There'd be five people going,
yeah.
because it won't be one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to work in an office where this one woman, every time she wanted to fart, she went and made some photocopies.
Kelly, we don't really want your life story, okay?
JF says something about crop dusting.
What?
I don't know. Let's see. What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know. I think I more like to call it spray painting.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh Lordy.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't wait till my mom sees the rebroadcast of this. You know, son, you're friends.
Okay, it's time to get serious now, guys.
Seriously now.
So what kind of pressure do
No
you
more crap.
what What kind of pressure do you use on your compressor there, Kelly, to spray paint?
Well, I have a
He's
really
got a 1.2 pound per square inch ratio.
no.
Do
I
you
have
have a regulator? Do you use a regulator?
So, John, how long have you been playing the bass?
I take a screen and I
Since
just
the
go
God
through
gave
the
me
screen.
4 fingers.
43 years?
Oh, fuck, no. I was 13, so it's been, 43. Fuck. Whoa, thanks for reminding me. Way to go, Wanda. Yeah. Yeah. No, see, I was still driving my dinosaur cart up those 3 fucking hills in 3 feet of snow before I played because my T-Rex was the bass player. Reminding me, I'm 80, Okay, I'm a little over 30.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Kelly,
on.
Kelly, don't you care. Don't
Seven.
you care, Kelly. I
What?
can hear it already. I can see Kelly formulating. I said, I'm a little over 30. I can see Kelly's eyes going. I'm going.
I know the truth. I know the truth.
No, she's still thinking about spray painting. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
stop
if you
that.
use,
Stop
if you use
that.
the screen, it texturizes. You know, like more of a layer.
Oh my God.
So, John,
So
Did
what
you-
you do, like
how old
3D?
were you when you started playing? You were 13?
How old were you when you started spraying?
No!
There's got to be some parameter we cross with that one.
Not
I'm
here.
trying here. I'm trying. I'm trying.
How old were you third spraying? Who the fuck says that?
So, John,
He says
you-
that shit. That's who.
did you take lessons or did you just have a musical talent?
Wanda trying to save the day. Thank you, Wanda.
You have
What did
left.
you eat? What did you eat a lot of beans?
I
Did
just
you
spray
eat a lot of-
naturally. I spray by ear.
Okay, that's enough, you two.
I started piano lessons when I was 8 years old, actually. So 8 years old for 8 years. And then in my last year, my piano teacher grabbed me by the back of the head and smashed my face into the piano keys.
Into
Stop
it.
it.
What?
I'm not kidding you. Fuck, she was a complete C word. She was a psycho. She had
Oh my
shit
God.
I didn't understand. But yeah, it was like so 8 years I had been with her for lessons. And my piano teacher, Miss B, literally was upset because the Kiwanis Festival was coming up. And I hadn't done my work. And I'm like, well, so 8. So I'm like about 15 something. And she literally grabbed me by the hair, back of the head, and went, bam!
Wow. At least she didn't grab you by the balls. That would have sucked. Bam.
Always see the positive light, eh, Kel? Yeah.
Chopstick.
So that was it for piano playing then, and you just got tuned into the bass?
For a long time. I never touched a piano again because I told my mom that day when she came pick me up, my mother just ran a conservatory examiner. I said, I'm fucking done. I'm done with this bitch. She fucking she tried to
Did
kill
you
me.
be fucking when you were 8? I'm
Who's
fucking
that, Kelly? No,
Yeah,
it was nasty. That's why when I teach these days, like I just came from Pritis, when I teach, I make sure my kids enjoy their lessons to the ultimate.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're an adult, I don't care if you're a kid. We have fun. I'm going to show you have fun. You're going to enjoy what I'm doing with you, and we're going to have a good time. And every time I come back, they always like me being there. So
Right. For sure. Yeah, you want to have fun. That's what music's about.
Yeah. When did you get to toot your French horn?
Oh God, I was like 12 years old when that started. Yeah, that was for years. I did 2 tours of Europe. I played in the United States Collegiate Wind Ensemble, 125-piece orchestra. We hit 8 countries in 3 weeks. So Italy, Germany, France. I played in Paris, Luxembourg Gardens underneath the Eiffel Tower, stuff like that. Second time around, I was with Canadian Youth on Tour. At that time, I was at Red Deer College with my friend, Mr. Mike. Keith Mann was the head of it. And so a second tour was like Belgium. Where else did we go? Austria, Switzerland, Sweden, like playing different concerts in different countries, different churches, different open gardens. I played the Kennedy Center outside of New York City on the first tour with a 110-piece symphony. That's
wow.
playing French horn in those days. And stuff like that. That's the old days. I played at the University of Calgary Wind Ensemble, the Red Deer Symphony playing French horn, the University of Lethbridge Wind Ensemble, or Lethbridge Symphony Orchestra. So a lot of that stuff when I was younger, right?
Right. Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Some of it was, let me tell you, you wouldn't fucking believe what it's like when you're playing with a 125-piece orchestra in the middle of a small town in Italy. And you're out there, and literally there's your symphony set up like this. And you're in such a small town that you realize as you're playing, there's an old guy about 65, 70 right beside my ear looking over and breathing as he watches my music. And I'm like,
oh my God.
The whole town was right there.
Wow.
I don't know if you've been to Europe. Have you been to Europe much, Wanda?
No, I've never been.
It's a completely fucking different world than us. It's so different. They're all about family. They're all about friendship. They're all about treating each other wonderful. So when you're literally sitting like this going, okay, we're in the middle of Shostakovich. And I look to my right and it's like, hey, old wrinkled guy. Okay. What the fuck was that? It's the best things you'll ever have. Like, I mean, literally, I played in Luxembourg Gardens in Paris, and the Eiffel Tower's right there, and the Arc de Triomphe is that way. It's like, you don't get it's like that very often.
When you
right?
play, did you play like this? Were you looking out the window?
Huh? French horn, dear, not bass.
Hey, I just found out recently I'm part French. I didn't know.
You're a perp French?
I'm part French.
I heard perp.
I'm part French.
Really?
So you played the French horn until you were how old?
Until I had to fucking sell my French horn to pay rent. So that was about 30, something like that.
Oh, 30. Well, that's good. You made it to 30 paying your rent. Good job.
Yeah, well, it sucked. It was the French horn my mom bought me. I always felt bad about it. And I know where it is. And one day I'd like to buy it back. But it's like, I can't perform a symphonies because they rehearse at 7:30 at night. I'm still teaching music till 9. Come on.
Right.
Right.
So then you got rid of the French horn, and that's when you took up the bass?
Oh no, I started that when I was 13.
Right. So you were playing with bands back then as well as the symphony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should have seen the days when I was at Red Deer College in Red Deer. I was literally
I lived in Red Deer.
The Red Deer Symphony, yeah. You've been at Red Deer. Good for you, Kelly. Oh, when can you get out? I'm just
I think I saw you there.
So it's like I played the Red Deer Symphony. So I would literally be on stage playing, Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, right, as a French horn player. And it's like, okay, concert's over. Everybody's starting to take a bow, except the French horn player goes off the stage, jumps into his car, and goes to a gig playing a rock bar. But I always show up in my tuxedo and everything. And it was like, no, fuck no. If I'm doing a symphony gig, whatever bar I'm going to, I'm playing, I show up in the bow tie, the tux, the whole fucking thing. You should see me walking with my bass guitar, and even the owners are like, I'm like, hello.
That's like that drummer. What's his name? Bob, I think it is. He always shows up in a tie and a suit or a little jacket and tie.
Oh no, that's
Hollywood Bob or whatever.
Yeah, well, he's a drummer now in Big Yellow Van.
Oh, is he? Small world.
Yeah, he has been for like 3-4 years. Anyway.
I've played a few gigs with him where we just kind of threw a band together, and I called him, hey, can you do this gig? And we're like in a forest on a flatbed truck that's crooked.
Oh my God, how many gigs have we played like that? Come on, Kelly. How many times have you been like in a forest setting with a slanted fucking trailer going, hey, don't get too drunk because the stage slants. We're all going that way.
Yeah. All of a sudden, someone gets into their lead break and they fall off.
Oh God, no. Well, okay, the Canmore Hotel. Have you guys played the Canmore before?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you remember, like now they've got it back. They've done a wicked job putting that place back together.
Yeah,
back before that was all happening, you know that the hotel was slowly doing this, right?
I thought it was my bed. No,
I did too. I had to warn people.
What, it's sinking?
Careful, don't get too drunk because if you trip, you're going that way into a wall. So one day I was hosting the fucking Canho Jam, and there was like 2 harmonica players to the left. and of course the stage slants this way a little bit, right? And so it's like the one was an older guy who was pretty damn good, but the young guy was a young little fucking, I'm so damn cool, I'm drunk, I'll play you, old man. It's like, yeah, not really. So I look over at one point during the jam, and it's like, there's the older fella, there's the younger fella. Bap, 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 bap. And all of a sudden it's like, I only hear one harmonica. I look over,
One fell off.
and off the side of the stage, there was this much room.
Yeah.
Let me get this right. There's about this much room between the stage and the wall. And the young fella tripped, and he went literally ass over tea kettle. I look over. All I saw literally was 2 feet doing this. What the fuck? I look over, and there's the old fella, and he's got this fucking smile on his face. Like he just fucking killed Gandalf. He's like,
he's probably
I'm like, hey, and the kid's like, hey man, help me up. And the old guy's like,
well, you know how harp players are. They want to fill every empty space. Those two must have been fighting for airtime anyways.
oh, no. It was a snot-nosed little kid against the guy who was being respectful. When the kid fell off and went underneath with his feet up in the air and nobody would help him, I'm going, that's what it's about, kid. Learn your lesson, kid.
Learn your lesson well.
That's right. You know, how many times have you been embarrassed on stage by an older person?
Many
well, there's
times.
Bob and me, but that's a different story.
Well, I don't have embarrassed.
Didn't even react. Wanda, I got it in. Woohoo!
So John and Kelly, did you guys ever were you ever on stage together for some?
We're both bass players, Bob.
Sometimes John would put the bass on me.
Okay, as a roadie, yes. All right, okay.
He would put the bass on me and tune it and make sure it worked for me, and then he'd let me go.
No.
Every time I would, then I would just take my left hand and I would just give her a quick dingle on the earlobe to know you're good. Bye.
Yeah, we're good. And I go, it's plugged in there.
You're good for your parachute jump.
I was telling them guys earlier how I fell off the stage and grabbed the mannequin leg and it just came with me, or the arm or whatever.
The mannequin at the blind beggar, right?
Oh yeah, I did fall off the stage one time when we played in what was that, Innisfil, Bob?
Innisfil.
Oh,
Yes.
was it?
Trying to think of
The word is fail.
Was that the zoo in Innisfil along the railroad?
What was that place called?
I forget, but it was Innisfail.
Yeah, Innisfail.
Failure. Epic.
I was up there swinging away, and somehow I ended up on the floor, on the front by the dance floor, off the stage.
Yeah.
Those
Wanda, was it right beside a railroad track?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the zoo. Yeah.
The zoo. Yeah.
The zoo.
I've been trying to say that for 3 minutes. Jesus. Who's getting interviewed? Me or you?
Oh shit. Yeah, that was a fun place.
Oh fuck yeah.
Our guitar player our saxophone player, Kevin O'Connor. So Craig Kemper was playing with us, and Craig was on stage, and this woman got on stage, and she was all over Craig. So Kevin puts his horn down, walks over, grabs the girl, throws her off the stage. It was a hell of a party.
Same fucking place. We had some friends who play out there, Doug and his wife, and we had this one girl we called Big B. I mean, she was big. Like, imagine a 6'2" woman. Okay, and we're not talking thin. Like, she's built and she's got big fucking honkers. How anybody does this, I do not know. End of the night, and I was like, okay, when we have this, we got to finish our jugs. So we had jugs of draft, right, with the plastic jugs. And Big B at the end of the night, we're going, okay, let's go upstairs and party. She grabs a jug and goes. She put it under her shirt between her boobs, okay? Now we walk out the front door, and there's the fucking bouncer, and he's like, yeah, everything's good. We're like, okay.
No, we stayed on the premises. I don't know why you had to walk out the door.
No. There was an upstairs. You had to walk past the bouncer to get upstairs, right? Which is a friend of ours. We knew what she was doing because she's got a great T-shirt on, no bra, these big boobs. But we're talking like, a the old big plastic jugs.
Yeah.
She put an entire plastic jug of beer between her boobs, and we're all like going, can't see how this one works out. All right. You can see the bouncer's just like, have a good night, BB.
Yeah,
Somebody else give me a
that was
better
crazy.
story. Kelly, I see you smirking. Give me a story.
Yeah, I was pretending I froze.
That was pretty good. You had me for 45 seconds.
I was trying to freeze, like pretend I froze.
I got a really
One of these?
short one. I got a really short one about, like, you know how you say that if you blink you miss the town. That happened. It was like, Bob, you got to turn left here because otherwise we'll miss the town. And it's like, no, I'm sure there's another turn off. We're not on the highway. We're just on a rural road.
Yeah.
Fuck, I missed the town, man. It was like, there was only one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You have to be careful too when it's late at night. You've all had too much to drink, and you're coming back from like Rimby, right, or north of Rimby, you know, whatever. And your drummer says, "Yeah, I'll drive." And it's like 5 a.m. by that time, and then you think, "Okay, we should go past Rimby. We're heading towards Sylvan Lake." And then you open your eye and it says, "Ponoka, 15 kilometers." What? Martin, wake up! What? You're driving. Why are we close to Ponoka?
I have a house coat from there.
Ponoka?
You got a house coat from Ponoka? Are we talking the asylum or just because you bought a house coat in town?
I had a baby in Red Deer, and they share laundry. And when they gave me the hospital house coat that said property of Ponoka, I had to steal it because I thought it'd be
Yes, you ddid. Yes, you did. Oh, no, God. No, I applaud your effort, my friend. I applaud it.
just in case most of the men, you know, I've ever dated, they all think I'm nuts. So I thought maybe I could have proof.
Ones you haven't dated.
What? How many men have I dated?
No, maybe even the ones you haven't dated. No.
I need a calculator. Hang on. I just getting my calculator out here. Okay, what?
There you go, Kelly. Cat's ass. You're the cat's ass.
Ew. You know what? Something squirted
I
out.
want my normal thermometer check, Mommy. What the fuck was that, Wanda?
I think I just saw a bacon strip. Gross.
Why did it have threads? I don't get it.
It was a lean bacon.
I'm dying here.
Bacon strip. I can't believe you. My God. What's with the potty mouth, Tim? What? Jesus.
What?
I like it. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'll be walking around tomorrow going like, remember what Kelly said?
You're all thinking it. You'll think these things. It's not like I just pulled it out of this mystery language that nobody
You pulled it out of the bacon hole, though, I noticed.
Yeah. So,
He was probably the toddler who'd be looking up going, oh, this lady's stealing some lunch meat.
what? Yeah, I would actually. It's like
Oh my God.
What time does this show end? I gotta bleed the police getting mine out.
No matter what. You will have nightmares for days.
Oh, I already do, man.
Put up JF's comment.
Huh?
not that bad.
Who's gonna comment?
JF does.
What? You made me beer squirt out of his nose.
Who did? Come on,
What?
Jet.
Which
Don't
part?
fucking do
Which
it like
part
that.
was it?
Jet, tell us
did.
which one. Jet, tell us which one made you squirt out of your nose.
Yeah. And was it a spray or a squirt?
Which one? Which one?
Or was it
A spurge? What the hell's a spurge?
A spurge. It's kind of like a shark, but out of the nose.
or was it really just a pain?
Oh, this is going
Oh,
so
Kelly.
fucking fast.
Post it, Kelly.
What did I say? I forget. Say it again.
It was Kelly's fault.
I know. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes things just come to me. Sorry.
If anybody
What
thought
they call visions, you can actually have those done by a guy who does those things called, what do they call them? Exorcisms, you know.
They tried that.
yeah.
Well, or exorcism as in the gym, like too many squat thrusts and
Yeah.
a 4-pound burrito. You know what that does? Same bean fart. Look at that. Fuck you, man. Let's bring that shit on, huh? Huh? Come on, Wanda, get him up there.
I'm serious about that boot camp.
You guys see my new tattoo?
No, I didn't. There he goes. You embellished the original bass clip
Yep.
you had.
My brother, next bass student of mine, Mike Wagner.
Look,
did the-
That's
That's
awesome.
He was abducted by aliens and they all played bass.
Could you imagine though the party? It's like,
There we go.
hey, what's going on with Michael Anthony? I don't know, but
Wouldn't it be cool to have a band with like no guitar players but 3 bass players and a
Right.
drum? That'd be kind of funny. I don't know.
well, I think we can call that big bottom.
They can all high five themselves and say, "Oh man, we can handle 4 strings."
We'll call it rhythm suction.
I don't like that guy you call Sourpaw anymore.
I know.
Fuck you, man.
He's kind of a dickwad.
Oh, Diane Hebron loves
Jesus.
Diane Hebron loves your
No,
tattoo.
Yeah. Whatever you showed, it looks great. So-
Okay, show me your. Well, Wanda's
I bet you she's taking her shirt off now too.
Yeah.
Oh, he said it was
tat.
vegan.
Kelly, let me show me your tat.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have
You
it?
have a tattoo?
Or
Wait a
just
minute.
no?
She has a tattoo?
Who does?
Kelly?
I thought saying, like, Kelly, do you have a tattoo? And she just said no.
She was born with him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Only people that know me well know if I have a tattoo or not.
I know your tattoo's on your ass and it says IRN. And we're going, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Arden Maiden gulp.
Iron. It's not Iron Maiden, it's Iron Maiden.
It says run to the hills.
Because I started.
Oh my god.
And all I got was Ion. I don't know.
Oh, Patrick's here. Hey, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Go ahead. Oh,
Call that
you
man unemployed.
how's it been? You know, you owe me $45 for that fucking elf you did not put back on the fucking shelf, Patrick. Get on, yeah. Yeah,
That's right. I saw your show, Patrick, that you did on Saturday.
I got an elf from Patrick.
An elf?
did.
Yeah. This is what
Or
I got.
gnome.
From
No,
Patrick.
it's a gnome. It's not an elf. It's a gnome.
This is what Patrick made for me.
They're so fucking different, right? You know. Ooh, I thought it was a picture of a cock, and I'm like, ah!
A 4-string cock. You know how that is.
He got those 4 strings in that cock head, but geez, tuning that thing must be a bitch.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Sounds strange.
Always
Like
empty.
foreskin.
What are you doing? What?
Foreskin? 4
Yes.
strings. No.
All right. It's 4 a.m. What are we doing now?
Is that base circumcised?
What?
Circumvented.
Hey guys, sorry,
Yeah.
I gotta go. My mom apparently had a fall. I have to phone her right away. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Oh, shitty. Sorry, man.
Sorry, Johnny.
Oh, dear.
Bob, do you have to go?
I guess I don't know. Do you have anything to add?
What are you saying?
Well, we're at the 3-hour mark.
And you're bored? Is that it?
No.
All right. Well, good night, Bob.
I think he's yelling at you, Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, I'm so glad we had this time
Together.
so we could have a laugh, a bacon
And
strip
sing.
or two.
Oh.
And how was tonight for you, Wanda?
I'm feeling pretty warm here. I'm taking my clothes off.
I know. I was having freaking hot flashes.
I know. It was all those videos of all that music. You know, it was just like, oh my god, it's time to take my clothes off.
I don't know. Oh, John wants to be back on. Where'd he go? Well, I don't see him in the picture. Put him in the picture there.
What you talking about?
I can't see John in the picture, so I need to see him in there before I can put him back on.
Who said that to you?
I'm getting texts.
Oh.
Yeah. I need him in the camera shot. Where is he? See? Where is he? Oh.
Oh my god.
Do I make you holy?
Holy shit.
Listen,
I couldn't see your face, so I didn't think.
Guys, I'm so sorry I have to run. But when I get things about my mom from my brother, it scares the fucking shit.
I get
Yeah.
You know what it's like, right? Love you guys.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So much fun.
Sorry?
It was so much fun.
Oh, I love you, girls. I love you.
you.
I love you, Bob.
He's around.
You know what it's like, you know, when you get those fucking late night fucking things, it's like.
Wait to see you in person, John.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Love you. See you.
Yeah. Bye, Bob. I guess it's just us to say goodnight. Good night.
Are we singing again?
What's that?
Are we singing again?
I'm so glad we had this time together. Your turn.
Just to have a laugh or sing a song
or two.
No, we want to thank John Sinclair for being on here tonight, guys. That was awesome. So much fun. And Stan Thomson, oh my god, he's hilarious. Check him out on YouTube.
Yeah.
That man has stories. Let me tell you, he has stories. We're gonna bring him back on. Both of them are coming back again.
That's right.
Thank you guys for watching us. We love you.
Night night.